This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
No way.
From the Sonosi 1.5K King Studios of Arizona, Paddy Pimblett versus Terrance Mckinney, UFC Vegas 59 recap. Let's talk about it with the MMA-Holes. Come on. How you doing? Welcome to the show. It's Monday night. Ariel's here. Hopefully everyone's wonderful tonight. Let's talk about UFC Vegas 59. A card with 10 fights, 10 finishes. Let's go. Yeah. 10 fights, 10 finishes. Oh my God. So many finishes. Happened Saturday night. We will discuss the entire card. Paddy Pimblett, it seems like every time something comes up, an event happens, somehow Paddy Pimblett gets thrown into the mix. People start talking about him, and Terrance Mckinney had a fantastic win over Ghost Pepper, which I was a little upset because I like Ghost Pepper. You know, he's a good guy. But yeah, listen, I picked Terrance in the Pick'em League. And a lot of people were not surprised by the outcome. Another finish for Terrance, and a big fight should be in play if Paddy Pimblett or if the UFC would like to do that. Would you match up the two young stars, bright-futured young kids coming up? Would you match them up together at this stage of the game? Probably not the best idea, but you have a Madison Square Garden card in November. You're trying to, get crazy pay-per-view buys, jack up the tickets, the prices. It would be fun. It would be fun thrown on there. We'll talk about that as we go through the card. I want to know in the chat what you guys and gals think. But Jesse will be with us as well tonight. And it's going to be a fantastic show. I want to say this. We threw something out there on the community section and on Instagram, on Twitter, all over the place, about someone interested in doing some, or has a background in social media marketing, wants to help out the team on Instagram, grow our Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And we got a lot of emails, like a lot. So tomorrow we're going to go through all the emails. We're going to reply to everybody. And then, the people that we pull out of there, we'll set up some calls and see what we can do. We're going to get someone aboard to handle the IG. So if you want to jump in, you got limited time to do it. Just slide into our email. It's the MMA-Holes info@gmail.com. The MMA-Holes info@gmail.com. We got a lot of submissions. I'm actually shocked how many emails we got. So we'll be going through those tomorrow. So that's that. So let's start talking about this card here. UFC Vegas 59. You had a couple of tough winners on the card. You had Jamahal Hill with an impressive win, finishing Thiago Santos in a very tough fight. Santos was trying to do that grappling thing, which you don't really see much from Santos because he's got the thunderous hands and kicks. But Jamahal Hill finished him. And he's been running around social media saying, you know, you guys are doubting me, you're making fun of me body. And me body put on a beating on a guy that a lot of people really can't finish, a guy that people are scared of in the light heavyweight division. So put some respect on Jamahal Hill's name. Once, let's get through the chat. Let's get to the chat, and then we'll roll through this card. How you doing, people? How you doing? Let's take attendance tonight. How you doing? And make sure you smash the like button. What's going on, peeps? Lil D says, wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Why my post not coming through? Oh, wait, censorship by New World Order. You got to hit live chat. So on this screen, it's top chat. I don't know why that is, but you got to hit live chat. Here, hey Chris, how you doing, Uncle C? What's up, Optimistically Cynical? Cody Garbrandt versus Ronnie Yaya, set for October 1st. That's right, Garbrandt's coming back. He's got a tough one. What's the last fight to literally put you to sleep? What was the last fight? It was Shevchenko versus Nunes 2. I drank myself to a drunken stupor to the point where I was like, I wanted to pull all my hair out of my head and eat it. FBI has your nudes. We're here. We're queer. All right. The FBI raided Trump and found nothing. Sober what? Sober Carl, hello. Awoo, says and the knitter. I'm just going to call you the N-word there. and I almost called you the N-word. I don't even know why. I put on my Klansman hat and called you the N-word. Mata, sup, Mystic? How you doing, Mata? He lying. There were other sins. LOL. Whoa, I mean, yeah, what a way to start the show. Dropping the N-word. Yeah, gets his first KO on Cody. That's the first time the knitter got me. The knitter with the attitude. It's the first time it actually got me. Yeah, you know, before the show, I was screaming racial slurs, so, you know, it was inevitable. All right, let's get into the card over here. And my N-word. Mayra Bueno Silva versus Stephanie Egger was the first fight on the card, and we had quite the reaction. Let me show you guys this over here. Oh, actually, it's not on this one. It's on. It's over here, yo. The reaction to the first fight pretty much says it all. It was the most peculiar, confusing thing ever. But it was a finish, and the underdog got it done from Brazil. Check it out over here. And if you didn't subscribe to our Eclipse channel, I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Muff to muff, clitoris to clitoris action is going on with Egger on top. Egger is dropping some rights, and Bueno Silva's putting the legs up high. She's trying to attack an arm of Egger. Oh, boy. It's getting up there. She's locking up. She's attacking the arm. It's looking good. The Brazilian go for the arm bar, and she lets go. It's over. What? What? The ref's going like this. What? What? What the fuck? They just finished. So that's how the card started. That's how this card started. A lot of people. I love finishes. Listen, I love carnage. We made a song for it. I mean, we like finishes on this show. We really do. This card over here that happened on Saturday, it was so lopsided until we got to the end. But it was just weird. It was like this weird lopsided affair. There were some unders that got the win, but it was a strange night. I was entertained, yet disappointed at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. I felt like I was high watching this card. It was a lot of commercials because of the quick finishes. So it was like tons of commercials, like it was just like I don't know. I felt like it wasn't balanced. It was just all over the place, this card. And it started off with this fight where a submission happens and Mayra Bueno Silva grabs the arm of Stephanie Egger, and she's tugging on that puppy. She's tugging away, tugging. And there was a hidden hand that apparently tapped. And as the ref was watching, Silva lets go. Just lets go of the hand and says, she tapped. And the ref's like, huh? And Egger gets up like, huh? Like you would think if Egger didn't tap, she would be like, wah-pa, just start fucking pounding on her. But it was like this confusion. And the ref goes from one side of the cage, then goes to the other side of the cage and said one of the judges saw a tap, and goes like this. And like something we've never seen before. Ever. Bizarre. Like a bizarre ending to this thing. I kind of lean towards Buena Silva. I don't think Edgar was done wrong. Even though she's like, I didn't tap, huh? Like I get it. You know, if you can get away with it, why not? But in this situation, you know, I have a feeling she did tap. I don't understand why Buena Silva would even let go unless she was like slamming her with her hand. So Buena Silva gets the win. It's an underdog win, but a complete confusion to start this card off. A nice win for Buena Silva. She caught the arm. She got it done. So credit to her for getting this done. And the good news is down the road when you're looking at the resume, you're not even going to think, oh, this was weird. All you're going to see is a submission, a finish. So now she's 3 in a row. So very nice job by the Brazilian getting the submission and the underdog win. Let me know in the chat if there's anything you want to add to that. I mean, we spoke about it so much on Saturday night. We were going back and forth. But after a couple of days, you know, I digested the information, let it settle into my brain. Yeah, I'm still on the same page. I haven't really changed it. I think there was a tap there, and I could try to get away with one. The good news is we get to spend a lot of time with you. Chris and Jesse made the commercial go by faster. There we go. Yeah, it's the whole reason why we started the channel, right? Even if a card sucks, if a card's good, if there's a lot of commercials, like, we're here to just kind of keep the community going, right? We do our fight reaction. We also give the play-by-play, so people that can't see the fights, we tell them exactly what's going on. But we're basically your buddy. That's why we call it fight buddies. You know, like this fucking watch party bullshit. Fight companion, like fight companion, fight buddies, very similar. We got the idea from Joe Rogan, so I will give credit where credit's due. But that's the thing, like, we're your buds on Saturday. That's what it is. We're your buddies. If you can't find any friends to watch the fights with, that's why we've been doing it for 6 years. And Saturday's card worked out well. I mean, there have been cards where they were complete sleepers, and we were like all complaining together. We're like the shoulder to lean on. But Saturday night, there wasn't much action because it was just finish, that there was just a million commercials, and we had time to just talk about what we've consumed, the seconds of fights. So we got to do that on Saturday. I didn't start watching until 9-ish. Gonna need to watch that. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, it really straight. So if you missed the opening fight, that's exactly what happened. There was a tap. No one saw it but one judge. Really strange finish to this thing. So I would urge you, go back and check it out and give me your opinion in the comment section when you're done. That's interesting. 11-year-old on the MMA-Holes. That's interesting. An 11-year-old on the MMA-Holes. Who is 11 years old? There's a 14-year-old in the chat. I don't know who's 11. Guys, if you see him in an airport bar and he looks tired, he's not really your buddy. Don't fucking bother him.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the advice. Let's see. Dylan William is a trans woman. Okay, thank you. In this case, the judges should have to be the post-fight press conference. Interview the judges. So, who saw the tap? Like, that really, I don't understand how you can go to a judge and say, was there a tap? Like, isn't that the ref's job? Unless there was a ref, like we were saying during the stream. Maybe there was a ref in the crowd because, you know, you do have the one call in the fight, then you have the person that's buttering them up before they get in there. You know, the commission hanging out on the side. So maybe that ref is the person. Maybe that's who they were talking about. I really hope it wasn't a scoring judge. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let's see. That Brian Battle knockout was a great one. Yes, we'll get to that in a second. Nobody got an interview with the judge. Edgar is challenging the decision. Oh my gosh. I mean, boy. Boy, oh boy. Oh my gosh. Let's look at Stephanie Edgar. Now, Edgar was the favorite in this fight. I did pick Edgar. So you'd think I would be on the Edgar side of things. I don't know, man. I mean, unless the best acting in the world happened with Mayra Bueno Silva. I mean, she was crying afterwards and this whole emotional thing. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. That's crazy. I would love to know what they're going to come up with it here. I mean, the ref made a decision. He didn't see it. So I guess you could. She's a lying whore. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to go with that. Are we gonna go with the honorable? I don't know either of these girls, so who the fuck knows? And Edgar looks like the mom from American Horror Story, so I can't get my mind off of that. So I'm gonna move on. We got Bellator on Friday here in Sioux Falls, excuse me. You watching? I think Gracie's fighting, right? I will see what time it is. And if you want to cover Bellator events, slide into our DMs. Am I weird for thinking Silva is attractive? Yes. I would say so. I didn't have to think about that. I mean, everyone's got their thing. If you're into Vanderlei Silva, this is not far off. Okay, let's go to the next fight over here. So we have Corey McKenna, who I reached out to actually on the IG. She got the skin flute choke, the first ever skin flute choke in the UFC. Just kidding. Von Flu choke, the first ever female Von Flu, which is very impressive. Miranda Granger looked terrible in this fight, and it was probably one of my worst picks I've ever made in my life. But McKenna looked fantastic. She's fun-sized, 5'3", goes in there, has some good grappling, and just got the job done. Miranda looked like she just didn't even want to be there. McKenna gets the win. Looking forward to see what's next. She's only 23 years old. She's a young girl. She bounces back off the Elise Reed split decision. She beat the OnlyFan Kay Hansen, and the Contender Series, she got Demopoulos. Beat Vanessa Demopoulos. You may find her familiar because she's the one that's running around doing all crazy stuff on polls. But yeah, Corey McKenna. I'm interested to see what's next with her. In the chat, let me know. Do you think she's going to be a player? The first ever Von Flu, 115. Do you think she's a hot prospect, a hot commodity over there with the 115s? Screw you for getting me to pick Granger Moss. I would have gotten the first. You would have got first like Goat Milk if it wasn't for that. Yeah, I don't know why I picked Granger. I have no idea. I have no clue. Oh yeah, I know why. She had a 10-inch reach advantage. I was like, what? How? There's no way she's gonna lose. No way. 5'7" to 5'3". She had a 10-inch reach advantage. So I was like, come on. I mean, just fucking jab her for 3 rounds. Nope. The fun-sized girl drags it to the ground and made her biatch. So real nice game plan by Corey McKenna. What are the betting odds for Dom and Vera? We'll throw money on that fight. Let me see. I might. You know why? Because I'm assuming Cruz is going to be an underdog, I would guess. And if he is, I don't hate the bet. Let's see. I'm getting sick of betting on these unders, though. I've been making silly underdog bets just for the hell of it. But I'm a little partial to Cruz. I think Cruz still got something left. Let's see. This is the Contender Series. 278. What's up with my bookie, baby? What's going on? So they don't have... Oh, let's see. Yeah, so they have the Contender Series tomorrow, which will be live on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell. But, yeah, they don't have... What the fuck are the lines? Here, let's look over here. We'll look on Tapology real quick. UFC Fight Night San Diego, or Bud Devin Clark's fighting on this card. He's on the main card. That's exciting. Okay, so, wow. Okay, 190. Yeah, so over here they have Cruz at a plus 160. I don't hate it. 37 years old, so he's getting up there. But I feel like he could fancy pants dance around and get a decision. You know, I feel like he could fancy pants this one. You know, why not? If you're getting plus 160 on Dominic Cruz, the former champ, I feel like he could just do the, you know the dance, right? You know what I'm talking about, guys? Yeah, I feel like Cruz could just kind of... You know? I feel like... Got a little tangled up there. I feel like Cruz could do that. 5 rounds. Just dance around and be all crazy. I don't see why not. What do you think? You think Cruz... I'm a little out of breath right now. How does Cruz do that? What do you think? Is Cruz a live dog? Let me know in the chat. I used to, baby, punch from his hips I meant to ask you this, but did you ever get your... Excuse me. Did you ever get... What? Did they ever get you checked? For what? Cruz could win with ease. Head movement. I used to babysit several retarded individuals. Hands down doing that. Danced T. Cruz is going to go into knockout Vera. What? Dominic Reyes, you think he's going to knock out Vera? Wow. I wonder what the prop on that is. I feel like Paddy will be in the top 5 by this time next year. Paddy top 5 next year at this time. Like if he runs into a Terrance McKinney, he loses. So, you know what? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Even though I think the UFC is going to navigate him up there, fight guys that he should beat, I'm going to say no. What do you think? That's interesting. In the chat, what do you think? I'm going to go with no. Even though it should be yes. Because the UFC knows how to bring these guys up, but I'm going to go with no. I bought that Cali packs. I was disappointed. I'd rather stick to the haze. I don't know what that means. Valentina versus Amanda 3 keeps popping into my head whenever I think of the other fights. They're going to slow. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't read today. They're going to slow row the shit out of him because he's still putting asses in the seats against unranked opponents. So you think they're going to take their time? So I guess you're going to go with no? Paddy's a no. McKinney smashes Paddy. I agree. I concur. When this fight was being tossed around, I would love to see this on the MSG card, but I think McKinney would be a little bit too much for Paddy Pimblett. A full camp. See, McKinney lost to Dober, and you've seen what Dober's done, but McKinney came on short notice. I kind of give him a pass. I almost finished Dober. He was almost the first one to finish the guy. So I got to give McKinney a pass on that one. I don't know what haze is yet. No, is that marijuana talk? Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. Paddy versus Sugar. I just eat my gummies. I had a HHC last night. It was fantastic. What do you think about Bo Nickal fight tomorrow on the Contender Series? So I saw his opponent missed weight. Bo Nickal. First of all, I think his name is ridiculous. Sounds like a porn star. Bo Nickal, bound chicka wow wow. But apparently he's a very good wrestler, right? That's what all the kids say. And his opponent misses weight. He's running around with I think he has 2 MMA fights. It says 1 here. But I think he's got wait, hold on. What's his deal? Grappling. So he's only 1 on record here, but they said that he has 2. Here's his amateurs. He's got a guillotine and a knockout. Who did he fight? A 2-3-0 guy in his Amis. And David Conley, 1-1-0. I mean, this guy's running around saying he is the hottest prospect coming into the UFC. Like, he's the guy. Now, I get it. The guy's a good wrestler, right? And at middleweight, you got to think, you get a solid, strong wrestler when you have a champ like Israel Adesanya and the Pereira's up there that like to strike. You know, this is like basically the antidote to the strikers. This is the poison to those strikers, I should say. I mean, he better back it up. He's another Aaron Pico. Yeah, I don't know how. I've never seen him compete. I've never seen him wrestle. I've never seen him throw a punch. Tomorrow will be the first time I get to see this guy. He's 26 years of age. He's very muscular. But at middleweight, it's interesting. It is. Now, this guy, Zach Borrego, missed weight, 187.5. You know, if you're a wrestler and you're fighting a guy that misses weight, it's got to be so fucking annoying. But this guy is 3-0. Okay, Zach Borrego. 6'2", 26 years of age. Got a decision, won by a knockout, 2 knockouts. So it seems like they're throwing him against another kid with a little more MMA experience. Another kid that's a little taller. Don't know about the reach situation. But tomorrow night I'll be glued to it, because with a guy running around saying he's like the next big prospect for the UFC. He's the biggest prospect. I mean, he's saying so many things out there that I'm sure the UFC likes that he's saying. But, I mean, we don't have anything on this guy. I have nothing. So we'll see. Aaron Pico's starting to fight smart. He was getting reckless and getting KO'd. He's starting to wrestle. Aaron Pico looks fantastic now. He really does. Aaron Pico is a gem in Bellator. He's one of the few shining, like he's one of the few guys I'd be like, oh man, I would love to see this guy in the UFC. AJ McKee's, Aaron Pico's, love to see those guys in the UFC. Even though, listen, they're not flawless fighters. I just think they're skilled enough to hang with the UFC roster. So saying this guy's the next Aaron Pico is a pretty nice thing to say about Bo Nickal. The only problem is Aaron Pico's a Bellator guy. So we will see. We shall see what Bo Nickal brings tomorrow. I don't have really much information. I haven't seen anything on this guy. I've just heard the rumors and the folklore. Thank you, Bane Ryder, for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. Now let's move back over to this card over here. Let's flurry through some of these fights as Brian Battle gets the win over Takashi Sato. Massive head kick win on a guy that hasn't won too many fights, but his losses were to decent guys. Sato just got smoked and blazed. I want to see a lot more Brian Battle. You know, the buzz is there's a big buzz for the kid coming out of the Ultimate Fighter. He seems like the full package. He's got a unique look. He can strike. He can grapple. Let's go. I want more. This kid is a chip in the UFC, and I'm definitely looking forward to his next fight. So Pooh Bear, let's see what's next. I like him. I do. I think the kid's good. Alexa Chuck smashes Sam Alvey, and Sam Alvey comes out with a statement. Let's play it. It's a bummer. I was a little bummed. Poor Sam. Here we go. No sound. Oh boy. He might have CTE. I don't know. All right, so he's doing a meme thing here. Let's see. Okay, so anyway, we'll read this over here. So here's him in the ambulance on the way to the hospital after the fight. He's got a big smile on his face and says, well, shit. I swear I used to be good. I lost a step somewhere, but my family got to see me fight live. I'm fine, but my pride hurts right now. Love you guys, even the haters. And there we go. So there's Smiling Sam, still smiling as he most likely lost his final fight in the UFC as he got just, I mean, it was rough. It was really rough to watch. I'm a fan of Sam, and I like Sam a lot. And to see him get beat down like that, it was tough. I'm glad he's okay, although I think he has to have his jaw on. I think he has to have his jaw wired shut. I mean, boy. Did you see McKee ain't getting Pitbull? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Who is McKee fighting? Oh, fuck. I just saw that. AJ. Yeah, who is he fighting? I literally just saw AJ McKee. He's challenging Andrew. Wait, hold on. I thought they lined him up with somebody. Did they not? Oh, Spike Carlisle. My man AJ McKee goes from fighting Pitbull, you know, he just had the belt and just lost it, to Spike fucking Carlisle. Now listen, I liked Spike when he was in the UFC. But come on. What the fuck? Oh, God. Spike Carlisle. Sam Alvey versus Jake Paul. I mean, listen, I hope he can find a place and compete and make some serious cash. That'd be great. God, I don't know if I want to see wonderful. Sam get beat down by Jake.
We need a Moss and Joey Diaz edible collab stream. That would be WW.
Last night, I got high and I was watching the movie Prey with Jesse, and then after Prey, I felt. By the way, a lot of people were very high on Prey. I thought it sucked. Like not sucked. Okay, let me stop. I thought it was okay. Like it was good. Like it was entertaining, but like you knew in the beginning exactly what was going to happen. I literally said word for word to Jesse. That's why I'm the worst person to watch movies with. I looked at Jess. I'm like, this is going to happen at the very end. And what happens? It happened exactly what I said. There's a situation. I'm not gonna spoil anything. There's a situation where a guy walks into a camp. And I'm like, this is gonna happen. Something's gonna happen at the end. And I told Jess, and then sure enough, it happened. I dozed off a couple of times. I mean, it's an hour and 30 minutes. They're saying it's the best Predator movie since the first. Which is not saying much because all the Predators sucked besides the first one. The first one was great. Anyway, so I had my editable. And then afterwards, I was just like kind of stumbling through some YouTube videos. And I found a Joey Diaz compilation of where he was just getting guests high as fuck with edibles. And that donation just made me think of that, B-Man. So thank you, B-Man. I was laughing my ass off watching Joey Diaz like fry people's brains with edibles. It was pretty funny. Anyway, sidetracked me, B-Man. Thank you so much, B-Man, for the donation. Predator 2 is underrated. Yeah, I didn't mind Predator 2. I didn't. But I haven't seen it in years. I got to watch it now. There is one Predator. Yeah, the first one was so good. I know a lot of people like this new one, but it was, I don't know. Like, this chick was doing things where I'm like, this girl can't do this. She's not doing that. That's not happening. That doesn't happen. There's a dog in it. You know, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, if you like Predator, give you a review to Predator in the comments section when this stream is done. So anyway, Sam Alvey gets his ass whooped. And that's it. See you later. Nickal gets the win, a very dominating performance. And now we go into the main card. And so here's the deal. So the first fight was this bizarre situation where we didn't know, was there a tap, was there not a tap? A complete lopsided shit show where McKenna just was overpowering Granger. Brian Battle, I mean, the fight was 44 seconds. Then the next one, Alexa Chuck beats a guy that a lot of people are like, why the hell is he still in the UFC? Does he have something on Dana White? That's your prelims, right? 4 fights in the prelims. I'm talking severe lopsided stuff. Then the next fight, you got Terrance Mckinney versus Eric Gonzalez. Like I said, we were friendly with Eric. He's been on the show. Real nice guy. But he comes into the UFC a plus 600 underdog. This was supposed to be on the prelims, but it got bumped up because, was it Lipsky got pulled off or whatever? So this gets bumped up to the main card. Now, I like T-Rec. I do. But this was literally a layup for T-Rec. It really was. You know, and credit to Gonzalez. He's a badass for even competing at the highest of levels. And Gonzalez was like blocking his face, so he made sure that Terrance couldn't smoke him as early as he usually does with his opponents. But at the end of the day, McKinney gets a submission. Didn't take him much time to do it. Not competitive at all. So now we're in the main card, not competitive. Then we got to finish over here as Spivak. Spivak basically mauled Sakai. Basically mauled him. He looked fantastic. Another fighter that was a minus 280 against a 230 underdog just destroys him in the second round. So now we're 6 fights in, completely lopsided messes. Here's another lopsided mess, but this went to a the third round was a finish. I forgot, this went deep, and Miller was just murking this girl. Now the second round was fairly competitive. Walker did all right in that second round. But Juliana Miller is interesting. This girl over here gets the job done. She becomes the Ultimate Fighter. And this is probably one of the few interesting moments, right? Because we learn about a new girl entering the UFC in Juliana Miller who has limited fight experience, but has pizzazz. Okay, we have an interesting moment on this card. We move into the next fight, and here's another interesting moment. And it just so happens to be with the Ultimate Fighter as well. We're basically laughing at the striking of Mohammed Usman Like, no joke. We're watching this like, this guy's horrible. Like, I've seen him fight before. Not the best, not the most technical. But one thing that we learned about Mohammed Usman, who was the underdog in this thing, is, my goodness, the guy's got power. If he connects, no matter where it is, it could turn your lights out, this guy. And he gets it done. Smashes him in the second round. He was a plus 230 underdog. We're interesting here. You got the moment of him and his brother in there. The first time two brothers win the Ultimate Fighter. Good story. You have the horrible story about what happened to his son. So, you know, like the whole thing, Mohammed Usman, I'm interested. He's so weird and kind of sucky that you can't help but root for the guy because of his backstory. And, you know, I don't know. There's something about him that's you could root for this guy. So now we got two interesting things. Number 7, number 8. We got 2 finishes here, 2 new entries into the UFC. Another interesting situation. So now we're picking up the pace here. Jeff Neal versus Vicente Luque goes 3 rounds, and Jeff Neal looked fantastic. Looked fantastic. Like, fantastical. There's a clip swirling in the internet where Neal is smashing with the uppercuts. Bam, bam, bam. He just looks so freaking good, man. So good. And in the 3rd round, did not want to leave it to the judges. Smokes Vicente Luque. And here's what we got to say about Vicente Luque. I understand he's fun to watch fight. Let me pull this up over here. But I can't help but keep going back to that Mike Perry fight with Vicente. It was a war. He put Perry's face inside out, his nose inside out. But is Luque like the best of the best is the question. He's very good. He's a solid guy, a gatekeeper. And I see Ryan Kill saying Luque is so overrated. Neal was an easy pick for me, says Ryan. Good pick for you. And here's the thing. Some people, it took a little longer to figure this out. But now Luque is on a 2-fight losing streak. Bilal murked him. Jeff Neal murked him. He beat Michael Chiesa, Tyron Woodley. Now, Randy Brown, love the guy. He was on the show. But Randy Brown's still not one of the top guys right yet. Nico Price, and then lost to Stephen Thompson. Let's be serious. The guys that he beat are tough dudes, but not champions. I mean, Tyron Woodley was a champion, but when he fought Vicente, he was not a champion. So, boy, oh boy, Vicente Luque, I think, takes a massive step backwards. 2 in a row now, and he might be exposed. He's a solid, strong, fun fighter to watch, but that wasn't Vicente Luque on Saturday. That was Vincent Luque, yeah. Maybe that was Vincent. Yeah, his evil twin, his shitty twin. I don't know. But, like, I love the fact that Luque keeps coming forward. He always wants to put on a good fight, exciting fight. I appreciate that out of Vicente. But when you're talking about, like, guys, the top-tier guys at welterweight, now you're starting to think, well, Luque's very beatable. And Jeff Neal took advantage of it. So credit. I'm not going to say Luque flat out sucks, but it was a pretty easy win for Jeff Neal. And surprising how dominating that win was. I thought it would be a little bit more competitive. Jeff looked great. Looked really, really good. So 3 fights in a row, we were entertained. And we were entertained in the main event. Let's be honest here. Was it the complete fireworks that I thought it was going to be? No, because Thiago Santos was trying to slow everything down, go for the takedowns, do that whole thing. And let me put this up over here. 87 Predator is better than it was then. No CGI. Shit looks awesome. All alpha big boys. No, yeah, I know. I'm down with that. Yeah, I don't know. This new Predator, the fucking animals were cartoons. Like, it drove me nuts. The fucking bear. Oh, a bear's coming. It's a cartoon. I felt like I was watching Roger Rabbit at some points. But people are raving about the new Predator with the cartoon animals. So anyway, let's do this over here. Okay. So, I mean, Jamahal Hill goes in there. There was 6 takedowns for Thiago Santos out of 20. So for the most part, Jamahal Hill's defense held up very nicely. And he turned Thiago Santos into a wrestler. He said, yo, go ahead. You're not going to beat me on the feet, bud. You're not going to do that. So try to take me down. Thiago says, okay, let's try to take this guy down. And Santos could not get it done. He cracked Hill a couple of times. Hill's face held up. Hill's got a little bit of damage on his face. But in the 4th round, Hill broke him. He broke the hammer. Now, here's the thing. Thiago is pushing 40. ever since those injuries, the John Jones fight, it has gone downhill for the guy. He's always been a scary dude. So maybe Jamahal caught Santos at just the right time. If you're a Santos fan or an anti-Hill person, maybe that's the case. But I'm going to give Hill the benefit of the doubt. This is the biggest win of this man's career. He's calling out for a title shot. Even though I think Glover and Yuri is right to run back, I wouldn't be upset Jamahal Hill slipped into the mix too. So maybe Jamahal stays ready in case someone falls out. I don't know. But Jamahal Hill's a real deal. I really do like what I see from Jamahal. He's getting better and better. Was it the perfect storm? Did he catch Santos at the right time? Or is Jamahal the real deal? Is the question I want to ask to the chat. And we're going to check out his Instagram video as well as I look at you guys. Hold on. Let me pull up Hills here. Jamahal. Sweet dreams. Okay, what we got? Top 5 for Yuri. Jamahal giving his whole team shine in the press conference is cool. Yeah, I like Jamahal a lot. I really do. Yeah, he was sitting up there talking to the media, and he brought his whole team in there, completely humble. I mean, I don't know how you can't root for a guy like Jamahal Hill. I really don't. He lost to Paul Craig. Yes, Craig did break his arm, so that was a thing. And Craig fights like a lobster. Yeah, let's see. Hill is the real deal. He's hungry. Paul Craig got lucky. Jamahal is one of my favorites. Says Cinnamon. Mohammed versus Hill. I tell you what, that's a fight. And that makes a lot of sense. Here's the problem. Mohammed wants to get that title shot. Well, I think he's probably one away. Here, let's go to the rankings. Let's take a peek. On Wednesday, they're going to officially switch around. But let's look at light heavy. Okay, so Jamahal was at 10. He beat Santos. So he's going to be... You know what? I tell you what. I think Anthony Smith's going to move down. I bet Jamahal Hill's top 5 on Wednesday. Anthony Smith had a bad break. But, yeah, I think Jamal's going to move up to 5. I really do. I think Jamal's going to move up to top 5. So you got Rakic, you got Ankalaev, you got Blachowicz. Boy, oh boy. Wow, what about Jamahal Hill versus Jan Blachowicz? Oh boy. I got to be honest with you. I think I'd rather see that. But Magomed, that's a cool fight. I could handle that. I think Jan, though. Man, Jan Blachowicz versus Jamahal Hill. Number 1 contender fight. Let's go. Yeah, Magomed, I don't know if he'd be interested in that, although he doesn't really have much of a say. He's going to have to fight one more fight beforehand. So maybe Magomed would take a Hill fight instead of fighting a Jan Blachowicz, former champ. Who knows? But, yeah, you could mix and max a couple here. Rakic, which I don't know how long he's going to be out with his injury. Magomed, Jan Blachowicz. Jamahal Hill. Jamahal Hill's kind of like left out though. He's kind of like if you run it back, actually no. If you do Magomed versus Blachowicz, I mean, yeah, you kind of have Jamahal Hill in limbo because I don't know when Rakic is coming back. Who would you want to see Jamahal Hill fight? I would like Jan. I think that'd be great. That would be a fun fight. That's what I would go with. He's top 5 worthy. Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. I have a feeling Wednesday you'll see him top 5. Anthony Smith will move down to 6. He didn't mention wanting to fight that Russian. It's a dangerous fight. But, I mean, everything's dangerous up there at this stage of the game, right? Rakic versus Jamahal would be cool, I think. It would be cool. I am not a Rakic fan. I am not. I don't know what it is about that guy. Maybe it was when he fought Anthony Smith. I don't know. Like, he could have done more, and he was just, like, talking shit and made for a boring fight. I don't know. Rakic, just not one of the guys I really get excited about. Anthony Smith is at 5. Huh. Rakic is weird. Maybe because Rakic is Austrian. Is that why I'm not a big fan of him, you saying? Janssen, Santos crushed him, and Hill beat Santos. Yeah, I'm with you, Andrea. I think Jan's the fight. Jan's going to knock Ankalaev out. Oof. I tell you what, though, Ankalaev versus Jan Blachowicz is a great fight, too. I hate Rakic as well. Okay. Most dangerous against Hill. says Cinnamon over there. So people are getting their thoughts in on possible scenario for Jamahal Hill in light heavyweight. Light heavyweight's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. So we shall see. We shall see what is next for the light heavyweight division. I'm going to play a little Jamahal Hill talking to the peeps. Actually, so this is right after the fight. Okay. Actually, no, that's his face. So this is his face look right after the fight. He's biting that lip. I don't know why he's biting that lip, but anyway. Let's see what we got going over here. Wow, look at that watch. What? Damn, man. My man's got some blade. Like, he made sure he scratched his nose to show off. What the fuck? That's a lot of shiny stuff on that watch. Got that fan going on overdrive.
Yeah.
This is a 7-minute video. What the fuck?
Call me with some damage from that. You know. So I just been chilling, sitting back, you know, peeping out some things. And one thing I noticed is the talk about what's ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to talk about some of that. I want to talk about what's ahead. You know, like and my performance.
Was he in a garage? Why is there a car beeping in his room? What the fuck?
I want to talk about what's ahead, you know? Like, and
oh, he must be in the garage.
my performance.
I'm like, what? I thought he was in his hotel room or some shit.
Now, don't get me wrong. I expected Santos to shoot. You know what I mean? I did expect that. I said it before the fight. I said it to multiple people before the fight. I did not expect him to shoot 20 times. Like, I did not expect my man to shoot 20 times. His timing on when he wanted to throw.
By the way, think about that cardio. When Chris Curtis was fighting that big Brazilian and he shot 20 times and Chris stopped them all, Chris was exhausted in the 3rd round. This shit went to the 4th round, heavy hitting Thiago Santos, and Jamahal still had enough oomph to put him down. Pretty impressive, this guy's cardio with his dad bod. You know, everyone's shitting on the guy because of his physique. Well, it's not stopping him. He's got good cardio.
Heavy shots, because he does throw heavy shots, was good. There were things that I was aware of that I was trying to maneuver as far as the fight and things like that as well. But for the most part, bro, he was strong, bro. You know, a lot of people talk about they're talking about my cardio and things like that, which I improve. I always look to improve in all areas. But that's a strong ass dude, and we grappled for a while I was landing shots, while I was taking shots. You know, it was a tough fight. In the regard of he wasn't easily, you know what I mean, easy to put away. You know.
So what do you think so far? He's explaining, if you're just jumping in, this is Jamahal Hill, post the fight. He did a little live stream, I guess, talking to his Instagram. And he's just basically breaking down what happened in that fight and addressing the doubters.
He wasn't bad, you know what I mean, to wither. It took a while. Y'all do realize the 4th round, that's going on 20 minutes, right? And at the end of that fight, Herb Dean took his time stopping the fight. And I was punching the entire time. Punching, pressuring, and controlling the entire time. You know what I'm saying? After already had grappling, all this other things. So, yeah, I could up my cardio, but is my cardio a problem? Absolutely not.
It's not. It definitely is. What we learned on Saturday is the man's got cardio. Like I said before, Chris Curtis in that 3rd round, who's got incredible cardio, was huffing and puffing, stopping 20 takedowns. My man over here didn't stop the 20. He was actually trying to get back up. He was taken down 6 times out of the 20. And he had to pull his body back up after those 6 takedowns and all the defenses and still was able to put out Thiago Santos in the 4th round.
You know, Santos is legit, bro. Y'all get this thing where y'all watch from the outside and y'all don't know what it's like to really be in there or truly understand. It's a reason why Magomed stayed back. It's a reason why Rakic stayed back, and all the dudes that fought him that just pointed out stayed back. I could have done the same thing. I'm longer than they are. I'm faster than they are. I promised y'all a fight, and I delivered on that. But some people somehow take that and just, you know what I mean? Whatever. Fuck them.
So here's the thing. To the people that are questioning that, the legitimate question is what I said to the chat earlier. Santos is older. He's 38 years old now. He's still, you know, years have passed. He looks like he's in great shape. He's still dangerous. But if you go back to those fights where he was a problem to these other guys that he's bringing up, that was a younger Santos. Different story over here. As Jamahal Hill, it's a possibility that faced Santos at just the right time to get this type of win. To completely dismiss that as an idea would be a little naive, right? You know, you got to entertain that idea. Now, with that being said, I still think Jamahal Hill is the real deal. But if people are questioning things, well, I mean, think about it. I mean, look at the facts, you know? But people are probably being complete assholes to him. He's probably catching it, you know, in all different ways. So he's probably addressing those people, I'm guessing. I'm hoping that's the case.
But let's look at what Santos did against the top 5, because it's there. He fought all these dudes. All right? He dropped Glover twice. Glover recovered, showed the champion that he is, and overcame. But he was still close to losing that fight. And this was not long ago. This was since the John Jones fights, the fight that y'all say he was.
But didn't Glover finish him in 2? Help me out in the chat. Listen, I like Jamahal Hill. I'm just making content right now. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't the first round a nightmare for Glover? Was it round 2 or 3? I can't remember. Regardless of the fact, Glover finished him quicker than Jamahal finished him, right? So it's a weird weird situation.
Wasn't the same from. But a few months ago, he dropped Magomed multiple times. He was in real danger of losing that fight, and that fight was competitive. So what fight has he been in the top 5 that wasn't competitive? Anthony Smith, he finished him. Jan Blachowicz, he finished him.
When did he fight Blachowicz? How long ago was that? But I got to give credit to Hill, because what he's trying to do, he's trying to sell himself to get that title shot. So I understand what he's doing. All right, so that was 2019, February of 2019. He fight Blachowicz. So, you know, a lot's happened since then. You know, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, people could be out there and they could dismiss a lot of things he's saying here. But what is Hill doing? He's trying to lobby for that title shot, and I get it. The question is he doing it the right way? That's for you to let me know in the chat.
Let's look at what Santos did against the top 5, because it's there. He fought all these dudes. All right? He dropped Glover twice. Glover recovered, showed the champion that he is.
Okay, we got that already.
5 have done. But somehow, people, and I even seen a reporter say this, and he's on one of the larger outlets, say that I'm not ready for the top 5.
I'm getting like a Dave Chappelle character vibe for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like Dave Chappelle has done this character before.
Boy, you smoking dick.
Now I really get the vibe. That was perfect timing right there. So let's get back to this. I would love, who is he talking about here?
Wrestler, and I still put him away like none of these other dudes in the top 5 have done. But somehow, people And I even seen a reporter say this, and he's on one of the larger outlets, say that I'm not ready for the top 5. Boy, you smoking dick.
Boy, you smoking dick. Oh boy, whoever that reporter is.
Ready for the top 5. Boy, you smoking dick.
Who's the reporter? Who we need to find out. I don't think it's Ariel because he just went on Ariel. So I guess Ariel's not so smoking the dick. Who's smoking the dick? He'll get smoked by the top 5. Boy, you smoking dick. Who thinks Jamahal Hill will get smoked in the top 5? Let me know, and I'll respond with, boy, you smoking dick.
Oh, he's on one of the larger outlets, say that I'm not ready for the top 5. Boy, you smoking dick.
That's got to be a soundbite. I mean, there's no that. I mean, how do we not make that a soundbite?
Boy, you smoking dick.
Let's see. He'll get smoked in top. Peter, boy, you smoking dick. Put it on the soundboard. Rewatch his post-fight, a new soundbite. It does sound like we're going to have to put that on there, right? Depends on who's in the top 5. Tomorrow people will know who Bo Nickal is. We will. Tomorrow we'll watch it. You're such a liberal, bro. You should run with Biden. What the fuck are you talking about, you stupid fuck? Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You don't even know what the fuck I go for in life. Plus, I didn't even vote in the last election, so go fuck yourself. Probably someone from Bloody Elbow. Not a big outlet. Do you think it's... do you think it is... Who could it be? Was it Brett Okamoto? Bo Nickal will cause waves in the UFC middleweight division. I tell you what, a big wrestler coming into the middleweight division is very enticing, very exciting to see. So we'll be looking forward to it. But we have limited information to work with, so we'll start it off tomorrow. If I didn't vote, I'm definitely a liberal. Oh, okay. Is that how that works? Bloody Elmo, ha ha ha. Higher than Stewardess Pussy. Bloody Elmo is Vox. That is true. Yeah, he's a neo-Nazi. Yeah, it's okay. What is it called? A soundbite? Yes, put that on, please. Okay, you want boy, you smoking dick? Adolf, you smoking dick.
You smoking something crazy, boy. Like, how you figure? Somebody said Jan Polish power. What did the Polish power do to the dude that I just beat?
Okay, so I guess he's just addressing the live chat. They're probably trolling the hell out of him. Boy, you sucking dick. All right, here we go. Let's talk about our sponsors really quick before we go into Save the Show. CBDX.com for 20% off. Use promo code MMA-HOLES. I had the HHC last night. I partied watching some little Prey movie, little Joey Diaz clips. I laughed my ass off. CBDX.com is the website. The promo code MMA-HOLES for 20% off. Also, if you use our code, you will get a free gift on your first order. So use the code, get the discount, get the free gift, and be wonderful.
Wonderful.
Sheath Undies over here. Sheath Undies, the promo code is MMA-HOLES for the most comfy underwear in the world. Link in the description. Promo code is MMA-HOLES for 20% off. Head Rush, yeah. Head Rush, yeah. Head Rush, the best. The best of the best. I've said it a million times. You can't wash the graphics off these clothes. We've washed them so many fucking times. They look great constantly. Love their product for men, for women. The hats, the shorts, the tees, the jackets, everything. The sweaters, the hoodies, the whole deal. There's a link, 2 links in the description. There's an American link and a Canadian link. So you can get that, a little better shipping. But anyway, the promo code is MMA-HOLES for 20% off. Also, tomorrow night is the Contender series, and we will be watching on this channel. But if you would like to actually watch the events, click the link in the description. ESPN Plus is how you can do that, and that is down below in the description. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful. All right. Now, it's the time of the show where we try to get a save here. There's 5 minutes on the clock. In that 5 minutes, whatever donations come in, we will extend the show that much time. So $2, 2 minutes, $5, 5 minutes, $7, 7 minutes, so on and so forth. If we get enough donations, we will open up the phone lines and we'll talk about this card that happened. 10 fights, 10 finishes. We got the Contender Series, the Bo Nickal situation. You got Cruz versus Vera happening Saturday night. So let's start the clock over here and let's see if we can go deep into the evening. As we put the timer, there we go. All right, it has begun. So any donation that comes in, we will save the show. If no saves, no worries. Tomorrow will be live. Tuesday night Contender Series will be going down. We'll be reacting to that. And then Wednesday, we have a guest that was on last week's Contender Series. You're going to want to tune in to this Wednesday show. A prospect that is in the UFC, got the contract, Billy Goff, coming on the show. Billy Goff coming on the show. First time we're going to interview him. He's an interesting guy, so we'll be doing that. And Friday, we got Food Gore Friday, too, as well. Don't forget about Food Gore Friday. Let's see if we get some saves here tonight. We want phone calls.
Merry Christmas.
And Mike H. dropping a 12.
My name is Troll,
And I'm a special hole.
I'm shirtless and alone again. Internet is my only friend. It's Christmas, hooray. I sit and watch MMA. No girlfriend this year, but I have my hand. Sit in front of computers, making fun of people. No avatar to hide my gremlin face.
It's beautiful.
Oh yes, it's Christmas. I am so hideous. Maybe Santa will bring me a pocket pussy.
Well, we got a guaranteed 12 minutes over here.
Save show.
Let's go, Mike. Mike H. Mike H. dropping 12 minutes, so we'll get at least a couple of minutes of calls over there. Thank you, Mike H., for the wonderful, wonderful donation. If you'd like to extend the time, drop a dono, and we'll add it to the clock. 3 minutes left in the saves. Will there be another hero tonight extending the show? Sudosi.
You make him lose the fight terribly inside of the cage. You make him spread his ass cheeks. Now you enter his backstage and you fill it with your rage.
Come on!
Style bender, one fight. Izzy is inside Costa. Izzy is inside Costa.
Let's go, Sudosi.
All I got in me after fourth. I thought Roberto was gonna pop up last minute, save the show.
There you go, Sudosi. Thank you. We'll add another 5 minutes. That's 17 minutes on the clock. My man, Sudosi. 2 minutes left. If you'd like to extend the show, again, it's Christmas again. Let's go, baby. Mike H. I love it.
My name is Troll, and I'm a special hole. I'm shirtless and alone again. Internet is my only friend. It's Christmas,
Hooray!
I sit and watch MMA. No girlfriend this year,
But I have my hand. Sing along, chat.
sit in front of computer, making fun of people. No avatar to hide my gremlin face. Oh yes, it's Christmas. I am so hideous. Maybe Santa will bring me a pocket pussy.
Mike H, come on!
Merry Christmas.
To the special holes out there, thank you, Mike H. We got 29 minutes that we are going to add to the clock. If you'd like to add any more time, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. We'll maybe get some Jesse on the show. How about that? Thank you, Mike H., for your generosity. Appreciate that. And thank you, Sudosi, as well, dropping the dono. Completely wonderful. Okay, so we got at least 29 minutes over here and 1 minute on the clock if you'd like to extend any more. Okay. I do want to talk about this, and we'll probably lead into phone calls with this. There's Kamaru Usman's brother who won. And, you know, Kamaru has been hit with the whole EPO, blah, blah, blah. I think the man just got the genetics. I think the guy is a freak. But then you look at his brother, and I mean, he had, well, it's kind of highlighted over there. You can kind of see it. He's got a breast. Not making it easier. Not making it any easier over here, but I did see Mohammed Usman's got a little titty hanging from over there. I kind of want to just like get some milk out of it. Squeeze and see if we get a little milky out of there. I don't know. Anything to get with that? Anything? Let me know in the chat. 20 seconds left if you'd like to add a save, but don't worry, we do have a guaranteed 29 more minutes. Paul Craig was just being a bitch in his last fight. At least wear a Brazilian war paint if he wants to grab ass all fight. Oh, damn, son. Damn, man. Oh, I see another save coming in over here from a gentleman in the chat named Lou Dog. It looks like it's going to get in before the timer has expired since it's already in the chat. Here we go. Let's see what's coming up on the plate. Lou Dog.
Merry Christmas.
That's Mike H again. Wow, Mike H.
My name is Joe, and I'm a special
Mike H. Mike H came in too. Let's go.
Internet is my only friend.
It's Christmas. Hooray.
I sit and watch MMA. No girlfriend this year, but I
Have my hand. Oh, yes.
sit in front of computer,
Making fun of people. No avatar to hide my.
gremlin face.
Oh, yes, it's Christmas.
I am so hideous. Maybe Santa will bring me a pocket pussy.
Well. Let's go, Mike H. Let's go. Okay, there's another one in over here that did beat the buzzer. So, thank you, Mike H. You snuck that in.
Super chat.
And there it is, Lou Dog, baby.
MOS, did all the contenders get contracts last week? Thank you.
Oh, shit. Last week, yes. Right? Yeah, they all got contracts. All the winners got contracts last week. And we were lobbying for 6 contracts because one of the guys that lost, we thought should have got a contract. So 55 minutes!
CBD. 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 It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
All right, this came after the buzzer, but we will add it.
Save the show.
We will add. Let's make it a fucking hour, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Yo, Carl, thank you very much. Came in after the buzzer, but I'm feeling frisky. We're going to take some phone calls. We got an hour more show. Quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to the people on the Discord. There's a link down below in the description. Click the link down below in the description over there and jump in our Discord. You find our icon. You can give us a call. Just stay in queue. We'll get to everyone that calls in. Discord, link in the description. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you so much to everyone that has saved the show. And if you haven't hit the like button, smash the like button. We'll be right back.
Cause I'm a CBDX.com boy. We sell legal, Delta ATHC weed. It will get you very stoned. We sell gummies, yeah. Buzz-based oil in a cell. And they post on Twitter. Oh yeah, hey, on CBDX.com. You better get with them. You're gonna get real high. You're gonna get that tree. You're gonna get real down loud from the island boys. You're gonna get all down. And so from the ground, you be smoking bud. You be smoking trees. We a different breed. You smoking green and purple, and then you create a hurt, yeah. You better get with CBDX.com, cause we some CBDX.com boy. You better tap in on the website, Island Boys, right now.
Let's be honest, when it comes to underwear, there's nothing more important than comfort. Why empty your pockets for generic underwear that loses comfort, quality, and style when you can slip into a pair of Sheath and get even more out of your daily wear? With Sheath underwear, you can treat your jewels like royalty as they are given their own private sanctum, keeping them secure and you in a state of bliss. Get 20% off Sheath now using promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES with the link in the description below.
And for the ladies?
Absolutely! Sheath isn't just for men. Ladies can now experience Sheath's style, comfort, and functionality too. Sheath for women is crafted using a signature modal elastane fabric blend for form-fitting breathability that will not affect the natural pH environment or the microclimate of the skin while producing that long-lasting, unimpeded comfort. Use promo code MMA-Holes, MMA-HOLES for 20% off at sheathunderwear.com.
The MMA-Holes Hour here. Hope you're wonderful, wonderful. JBH, how are you?
Wonderful, wonderful, Moss. How are you?
Tonight's episode is filled with delight. Tonight's episode is filled with might. Tonight's episode, we dive into the fight that on Saturday night. Check it out. Round one is about to begin. Oh, the head kick! Right hand coming in! It's about to finish! Hammer fist! More left hands are coming in! Come on! Let's take a photo! The fight is over! Yeah, hit them fucking likes, man. This is what we're giving you tonight, man. What the hell's going on here? If you're not subscribed, hit it, hit the notification bell, join the party, the revolution, the MMA-Holes. Great night to fight. Crazy stuff. Absolutely wonderful.
The MMA-Holes. Should have known that, because that's Alvey.
Kitty, kitty, bang, bang, motherfuckers. Wanted to talk a little MMA? Smack a like.
How is nobody talking about this?
Great fight, like I said, and I might seem like the casual.
A little extra mystical tonight.
Mystic. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Peace out.
you got? What you got?
Got the merchandise. Limited edition merchandise.
Oh, yeah.
Got the merchandise. Limited edition merchandise.
What you got?
Got the merchandise. Limited edition merchandise. Got the merchandise.
Thank you, Mr. Biggs, for buying some shorts. The new and still shorts over here that hit our Streamlabs store. Look at that. Thank you, Mr. Biggs. Appreciate that, man. Limited time only. The Streamlabs store, the merch section, you get your and still shirts, your MMA-Holes swag as well. There you go. All right. Let's get ready
to rumble.
Take some phone calls. Jess, how you doing tonight?
Wonderful, wonderful, Moss. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So we got 10 fights, 10 finishes. Now we have some phone calls. We'll take patrons first, and then we'll roll into the regular Discord. Jump in our Discord so we can take all your calls. And Sonosi, you there? Sonosi. Are you there?
I am there.
Oh,
nice.
For fuck's sake. I was about to say.
How you doing, bud? What's going on?
Oh, wonderful, but not much.
All righty.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, so what are your thoughts on the fights that happened Saturday?
Excuse me.
My poor parlays died so quickly. I did not predict that half the shit. That was a crazy night.
Ooh. No. So what'd you have in your parlay?
Enough people that died. This is not even worth mentioning.
Sam Alvey?
I had to put him in one of my parlays just because he had a fighting chance. I had to. It was her depression. No, the big one that killed me was Luque.
Yeah, Vicente Luque. I don't know. I was talking about it before. Do you think, and someone in the chat said it, do you think he's a little overrated? Do you think perhaps we are a little too high on Luque at welterweight?
I think because he's such an exciting individual, yes.
Yeah.
We sometimes look over people when they're overly aggressive, go for finish and stuff. I mean, that's the reason why certain fighters, doesn't matter if they do good or bad. I mean, look at people like Tai Tuivasa. Everyone's ruined the fuck out of him. Even though I'm gonna put a bet on him, I think he's gonna probably get killed.
Yeah, so you got to bet on Tuivasa over what's his name? Gan?
I don't like Gan. I just can't.
Oh, okay. So you're just doing like a fan bet.
Yes, it's a fan bet. I accept the fact that even if Gan was the under, I'd still put it on Tai.
Okay. Alrighty. And anything else you got on that card that happened Saturday night?
Oh no, but I want to mention about for this Saturday real quick.
Okay.
All right, so I was looking over everything, and I realized there's a step towards Cruz getting a title shot.
Yeah. I mean, you beat Cheeto. There's a path.
This is how I look at the path, just to explain it. If Cruz wins, that's top 5 right there. If Merab wins, that's his spot right there. But here's the catch, though. If Aljo can keep the belt, he ain't gonna fight his buddy, so then it goes to Cruz. Otherwise, Aldo will get the spot over because, he wants to fight Aldo.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, man. I would love to eventually see Aldo versus Cruz. That would be something else. What? Wait, hold on a second. You would want to see Jose Aldo versus Dominic Cruz.
I find Dominic Cruz so fucking boring to watch.
But I'm making it interesting now. If you put Jose Aldo versus Cruz,
Aldo's getting old.
So is Dominic Cruz.
So why do you want to see them?
Because Dominic Cruz, former champ versus former champ in the 145, got 2 future Hall of Famers.
Moss. Horrible.
All right, well, who would you want to see Cruz fight?
Nobody.
So there you go, okay? Jesse's.
Nobody.
It doesn't matter the matchup. She just can't stand Dominic Cruz, which I understand because he's kind of a prick, but yeah.
So, you just mentioned something I didn't think about. I could easily see them, instead of tossing one to the Wolves, they put them both together. Because, that would sell as a fight night, or even on a pay-per-view, those two fighting for the #1 contendership.
Oh my God, Aldo versus Cruz to me is mega. I love it. Like, I love Aldo versus Dominic Cruz. If Cruz could look really good against Marlon Vera, Marlon Vera's looked great lately. If Cruz could look good against him, collect a win, stay relatively healthy from the fight, and then fight a guy like Jose Aldo, come on, what do I say? Now Aldo is supposedly fighting Merab. I don't know if that's happening anymore.
It's still happening from what I've seen.
Let me see.
I don't remember which event, but I know I haven't heard anything that they're not doing it still.
Yeah, at UFC 278. So it is set and Merab's already Merab's talking about going down to 125. He's very serious about this. So if he gets a win here, he's not going to fight his bud in Aljamain Sterling, and he wants to go down to 125, which he's just solid muscle. So I don't know how the hell he's going to get to 125. But Jose Aldo has to get past Merab. Yeah.
The big story obviously would be the fact that if Vera loses, who they're gonna throw at next.
If Vera loses,
it's gonna be O'Malley.
Oh yeah, well O'Malley's got work to do with Peter Yan. I mean, if he gets smoked by Peter Yan, I have a feeling O'Malley takes a long break. It just kind of goes, vanishes for a little while, plays some video games, smokes some weed, hangs out with the Nelk boys, and then gets back into the situation.
They can sell an event with Cheeto. If Vera loses and Sean loses, I think that's gonna be the next fight. Those two, because they'll both could be in limbo afterwards. Like, what the fuck happens now?
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna fight each other inevitably. I think Sean and Cheeto, no matter what the situation is, they'll find a way back in the cage against each other. No doubt. What do you think, Jess?
No doubt.
Jess is not listening.
All right, I'll head out.
All right, Sanosi, thank you.
Peace.
Okay, just had enough of that.
No, it's not that the calls are uninteresting. It's just sometimes like if the call starts to, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
She's like, it's not what I want to talk about. Get the fuck off the phone.
No, that's not true.
So talk about what's on your mind before we take the next call. We got a bunch of people on the line.
I'm just here to enjoy the calls and talk about whatever you guys want to talk
Enjoy
about.
the calls. Okay.
Yeah, I was
Who should I
enjoying
take next? Actually, let's see. Any other Pulse is still a patron, so let's get Pulse over here. Pulse, what's up, Pulse?
Not too much. How you doing?
We're wonderful.
Wonderful.
So what do you think Saturday night? What did you think of that card?
It was pretty good. All finishes. That was kind of cool.
Okay, 10 for 10 with Carnage.
Yeah, absolutely. Carnage and all of them. I actually just had one question though.
Yes.
And it's not about MMA.
Okay.
Are you talking about the part where the French dude got his foot cut off and she helped him heal?
Oh, you're talking about Prey, right?
Yeah.
So you saw it then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was great. It was, because in the original Predator, those guys were like merchant marines.
Yeah.
And they couldn't take the Predator out. And these guys, these were elite hunters, and they were able to take the Predator out.
Don't say any spoilers, man.
Oh, my bad.
He didn't really spoil anything.
Well, kind of. Well, maybe
really.
not. I don't know.
Really. I mean, it's in the trailer.
And then at the end,
no, it's in the trailer. Like, he didn't really spoil anything.
Okay.
So I mean, it's free on Hulu if you want to. You don't have to.
Well, I think the movie is very predictable. I think it's very, like, when you went in watching that movie, you pretty much knew it was going to happen, right? Or were you like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened?
Well,
if you're not specific, I don't think I can tell exactly what moment you're talking about.
Okay, let me try to say this without ruining the movie.
The whole movie was predictable, Moss. I think moments were predictable. The ending was predictable. But
I told you exactly how the scene would look.
But I don't think the entire movie was predictable. There were moments in the movie when it was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Whisper, hold on. I'm going to mute myself real quick. Hold on a second. All right, forget it. Nah, you thought that was good?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, you didn't really expect that.
I thought it was shot very nice. It was beautiful to look at, The movie was a very nice movie to look at. The effects were good, but what did you think about the cartoon animals?
Oh, that was one of the best parts. The kills were great. The dog, I think it was a wild dog or maybe a coyote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you like that? Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
All right, now stop.
Okay. Before I go, can I ask one more thing?
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Nope yet?
I want to see it. Don't say it. Get out of here.
Mr.
I hung up on. I hung up on.
He spoils everything.
I hung up on. I had to hang up on.
You can't trust
I want
Pulse
to see
in
that
a
movie.
conversation.
All right, who's next? Who's next? Get out of here.
Mr. Spoiler.
Have you seen Nope yet?
Have you seen it? Because I'm about to spoil it for you.
I was waiting. Remember the part? Oh, if you didn't see it, wait until you see this part. Ann, you there?
Hi, guys. Hi, Chris. Hi, Jesse.
How you doing, Ann?
Doing good.
Good. So what did you think about the card on Saturday night? You liked it?
It was okay.
Okay.
I mean, there's no finishes, but it was just a weird ass card.
Yeah, it was wild, right? It was bizarre. It started hitting its stride when we got into the main card. Some interesting stuff happened.
Yeah. Just all the commercials.
Yeah.
Glad it had you because I was so tired of the commercials. God, like 10 fights and so many commercials.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, when you get a lot of stoppages there's a lot of breaks, for sure.
And then and then it took so long to get started anyway. First it says let's start at our time, like 4, I think it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Then it said 4:30. And then it didn't start at our time like 5, was it? I think. Because it went later.
Pretty much, yeah. It was scheduled for 4:30 Eastern, and then by the time it got started, it was around 5. Yeah, for the 2 fights that pulled out, and it was. Yeah, I had little issues with that, but I mean, it wasn't the worst card in the world. People were raving about it. It was history. It was this. It was that. I mean, I don't know about. I mean, history. The girl fight, Corey McKenna. That's history. That was definitely history.
Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt for 1 second, and I don't want to be like a complete asshole, but I have to leave for a second. I got to put the chicken in the oven. It takes 40 minutes to cook. So.
Put that chicken in the
Sorry,
oven.
and I'll be right back.
It's not going to put itself in the oven.
40 minutes.
Yeah, chicken. We got to get that chicken in the oven. She just got on the show, and she's going to put the chicken in the oven. Yeah, but I mean, there was some pretty decent stories. Were you shocked by Usman? Mohammed Usman getting the win? Did you expect that?
Yes.
You did expect that, okay?
No, I didn't expect it, but I didn't expect him to get the win. No, because I watched the whole tough, and I didn't think he was totally great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he got the freaking finish. That was wild. 13 strikes. One of them was the death shot.
And I'm
so crazy.
Oh my God, it was crazy. I was like, okay, eat my words. I didn't think he'd do it, but oh well. And I did think the Miller was pretty good about the fight.
Okay.
Young lady.
Well, hold on 1 second
I
here.
forgot to say during the call, check the meme section in Discord.
Okay, we will check the meme section. Thank you, Sonosi. Sorry, Ann, what were you saying?
Yeah, Tough. I watched Tough. It wasn't that bad. I mean, we've had worse, and most of them are young up and coming fighters, especially the women.
Mm-hmm.
So we need, younger blood in there. I know Contender Series, I like that too, and there's younger people coming in there. But there's also ones that are a little older too, that are trying to make it in the UFC. I think you should give everybody a chance, and I didn't think it was that bad, so that's my opinion. I've always watched it since the first one. So.
Well, I mean, they got 2 people coming out that are interesting. That's definitely the case.
I said she's a little scrapper, Miller. She's little. I said she was just she doesn't look like she's much, but on the show, she didn't give up. She could fight.
Oh yeah, she's tough. She's tough, and I want to interview her. We slid into the DMs, so hopefully Miller answer your DMs. I'd like to have her on.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think it should be good.
Naked?
She won't be naked, Mike.
All right, I'm gonna follow up and say, and by the way, we need you naked as well. We need you to ride a Sibian.
Yeah, Mike wants you naked. Oh, we all do.
That's why we need a non-green screen studio separated from our home, and then we could have UFC fighters ride Sibians and get naked. That'd be a great time.
God.
Jesse would love that. Jesse would be so for that.
And this weekend's card, can you pull that up? I know Cruz fighting, which I like Cruz. I still like Cruz. I like Cruz. Hate me? I don't care, people. I don't care. I like him. I like the way he fights. Yeah, he's got an attitude, but who cares?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Do I want to hang out? I don't want to hang out with the guy. I just want to fucking watch him fight.
Yeah, yeah. I like to watch him fight. And he's like, look what all he's gone through. You know, like, all his knees and everything. I mean, he still has it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, at this age, I mean, you know, was he 37 years old? You know, the guy could still pull off some wins. He's on 2 in a row. Beat Casey Kenny. He beat Pedro Munoz. And now he's looking to take out Cheeto. Marlon Vera on a 3-fight win streak. Marlon's going to be tough, but yeah, it should be good. It's a good scrap.
Horrible tasting. Yuck. That was a belch. Sorry.
Oh, you're burping. I mean, how unladylike. How dare you?
Don't give me something there. Who else on the card? Sorry, I didn't look at any of the pictures.
Oh, we got Devin Clark, man. Who cares about anyone? Devin Clark is going to be fighting. Not even opening up the second fight on the main card. The Brown Bear is going to be fighting some cheating, dirty Russian. And
but the MMA curse is back.
No, it's going to get lifted on Saturday. Devin's going to. He's going to lift it for us. And if he doesn't, then it's definitely back, yes. It's 100% back. They're all getting smoked.
And you said Spike was fighting on, was it Bellator, right?
He's fighting AJ McKee, yeah. Spike. I know you're a fan of Spike, right?
Yes, he's
Spike
back.
Carlisle.
I love that little redhead.
Yep, AJ McKee. He goes from Patricio Pitbull to Spike Carlisle. I don't know how that happens, but yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened either. It should be interesting.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I know. We'll see. We shall. Well, it's never a dull moment when Spike fights, so
right.
It should be interesting.
Maybe he's improved more. Maybe he has.
Maybe. Imagine Spike Carlisle beats AJ McKee. That would be amazing. That would be so great if Spike Carlisle flatlines AJ McKee. That'd be something else.
That would be.
Spike becomes the next best thing in Bellator. Oh my God, that'd be something else. That would be good.
Kick butt.
Yeah, someone said I should place a crazy bet. I mean, why not, right? You know, Carlisle's gonna be a massive underdog. Might as well just do it for the hell of it, for fun. Yeah. Be fun. You know what's funny? I want to backpedal a little bit. Did you when I was watching the Usman fight in real time? I had this weird feeling. Right, Usman gets the knockout, and the way Zach went down, I'm gonna throw this out there. I don't know. I'm not sure that this is the case, but do you think Zach might have took a dive?
I'm not what I saw on the show and how he acted. I don't think so.
Okay.
People might think that because, hey, it's never happened before. Two brothers are tough champs, so on and so forth. And Usman, of course, is a champion.
I'm throwing it out there.
Great guy. Yeah,
I'm not saying it happened, but I'm throwing it out there because when I watched the replay, I was like, wait a second. Like, I understand you can get hit in certain spots and go down, and like your balance gets thrown off and this and that. But I watched it back. I was like, interesting. Let me know in the chat. Like, I'm probably going to open up a whole can of worms here to the conspiracy.
Was he ever knocked out in his professional career?
No, I don't think he's ever been knocked out. No.
So
hold on a second.
Let's see. He hasn't been hit. What I saw on Tough, he really.
Yeah, how do you look in Tough?
He didn't take much from anybody on the stuff, so.
Yeah, so he was undefeated. Yeah, this guy undefeated in the Amis, undefeated in pro. I mean, not a super long resume here, but a lot of wins. Never knocked out before. He gets fucking touched in a weird spot, drops. Dominic Ray says 100. Listen, I'm not want to throw something like that out there, but it just does make sense. You have Mohammed Usman, who's brothers with Kamaru. He's not very good. He does have power, but to hit a person in that spot, was that enough to put the man down the way he did? And the follow-ups definitely looked pretty painful. But I don't know.
It was a lucky shot. It was a lucky shot. He got him. A lucky shot. That's what I mean, because when I watched stuff, he's pretty wild. He's different. I didn't think he was overly really good. I mean, the younger kid that I saw, I can't remember his name. The heavyweight kid. He had blondish hair. I can't think of his name now. Sorry, but I thought he looked better than him, but he lost. So it's just I just don't think he was that great. Really, I don't think he's not even close to what his brother is. I don't think he ever will be.
I'm gonna put this on. So I'm putting this on for Jesse. I can't show the community, but I'll leave you on the line here. Just watch this and tell me if you think this might be a dive. Hold on.
Wait, I didn't get it.
The way he went down.
Go back.
I mean, that's
Again.
Hold on.
Go back again.
I mean, my man went down really fucking weird.
He went down pretty hard.
Jess?
It's tough because I can't really see contact. I'm just seeing.
I mean, the follow-up shots looked pretty
Hold on.
painful. So that wasn't, you know, that definitely looked like it hit. But the initial shot that dropped him, I mean, the way he went down.
I can't really see where contact is made.
Here, put the link in the chat. Put this link in the chat so they could see it. I can't. Whoa, easy, kid. Easy.
Relax.
Jess looking to get us canceled.
I got it. Relax.
Fucking little clip of that could get us canceled here, Jess. All right, so Jess is going to drop this link in the chat, and you could watch along for yourself. So this is on Twitter. Yeah,
I think it's like he went down weird because he's never been knocked down. And if he did not, those punches, I mean, at the end would have keep him down anyway because those came hard.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sure getting hit by.
I can't even see where he's making contact.
Hey, go to another angle then. Go to look for another clip.
Is there another angle?
Yeah, good. They showed the replay another angle.
I could see how that could knock someone out if he made contact. I just can't see.
He was kind of like moving back and caught him with a quick shot, and it looked like it was a stunner.
This is probably right on the chin.
Yeah, Usman was going back. That's what they were talking about, where all this power is coming from. Like, you know, going backwards and actually knock him out, which is, you know, a lot of fighters don't do that well. I know Cowboy didn't do as well backing up fighting.
I'm showing Jess another one here. Okay, ready, Jess?
Wait, turn the volume down just to make sure.
Okay, here we go.
You still can't see it. You still can't see where he made contact.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. I'm throwing it out there. I'm throwing it out there. I'm gonna start this up. We should do a video.
On top of saying they were doping.
Let's start the rumor. Not only is his nipple hanging off his chest.
Okay, well, I could see at this angle how if he did make contact, that would be. Yeah, I could see how it probably would.
Going down like this?
Well, when you're knocked out, it doesn't matter how you're going down. I mean, people stiffen up.
Shit looks like fake. It looks like something out of a movie.
That looks pretty real to me.
Okay. All right. Just threw it out.
Yeah, he probably the reaction was like you said. He's never been knocked out before, so you know it probably wouldn't take much. And like you said, the last throws down there on the ground, those punches, you know, probably would do it too.
I'm just gonna plant the seed. We're gonna start it up here on the show.
Yes, you are.
Everyone's gonna go crazy.
I see that on Twitter too about them using the drugs, you know, TRT and whatever, and doing all that. I think he's just a big. I think he's just a big boy. He's just big. Usman is just, but
I think pretty soon Moss is going to be the most hated man in America with all the controversies he's trying to start.
What are you talking about? Like I think it's an honest conversation. Like,
Moss,
listen,
it looks like a genuine knockout.
Okay.
Yeah,
we disagree. I say he dove. Zach dove, and now history in the making. I mean, I've seen.
Unless he had a lot of money on Usman, I guess, because they can. Right? Did I hear that right? That before the fighters can bet.
Yes, fighters can bet, but you can't bet against yourself. Like that wouldn't be good. Yeah, I can't see how that would be legal. If you bet against yourself,
how would people know?
And you lose. I mean, no one would really know.
How would people know?
That'd be nuts.
How would they know if they're good enough at covering it up?
You got to make sure someone else makes the bet for you.
Yeah, you just have a friend do it.
Yeah.
Or a family member.
Yeah, as long as you make someone else do it. Okay.
Yeah, I just can't see him taking a dive. He's too much with his family and everything like that too. And
yeah.
I couldn't see that.
Well, and we have a whole slew of people wanting to call in right now. With only 30 minutes left, so let's get some final words from not the N word, the knitter.
Yeah, Moss, I can't believe you did that.
I almost called her. I actually did. I called her the N word by accident. I called in. I called in the N word.
And the ninja.
Oh God,
No,
and
yeah.
you filthy knitter, you. All right.
Knitter. Yeah.
All right, Ann.
Anyway, I just want to say I love you, Jesse. I love you, Chris.
Love you too, Ann. Have a great
Your
night. All right.
cute little girl. My little cute little girl. You're so, with that balloons.
Yes.
That was so cute.
Adorbs. All right, Ann.
Wonderful.
Get out of here. All right. Jesus Christ, what's she doing here? I forgot.
She's
Ann.
such a sweetheart. What do you mean? What is she doing here?
I don't know. She's talking about the baby now, and
You gotta love her.
I do love Ann. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, since Mike is a patron, gotta let him in. Gotta let him in. Mike, we gotta let you in, bud. We have to let you in.
I'll be quick. I just called to say hi,
How you doing?
and no, I didn't have a chance to watch the fights. I was outside working my goddamn ass off, and my balls were sweating.
Like mom's spaghetti.
Real quick, before you go, have you ever called Ann the N-word?
No, because I like to get some. I like to get some dessert once in a while.
Okay. All right. Maybe you should role play and call the N-word.
No. Well, I'll call her. I'll call her. I never call her the C word, and I don't call her that word.
Very admirable of you,
You're
Mike.
missing out. All right, Mike. Well, thank you for the call, okay?
All right. I'll catch you guys later. Okay.
Right. There's Mike.
Love that.
See? Look at Mike. Mike knows
Respect
what's
your
up.
lady. Respect her.
okay.
RESPCT.
All right, let's take Cinnamon, since he's been trying to get in for a while. Cinnamon's trying to get on the line. Cinnamon, you there, bud?
Yo. How are you guys?
We're doing wonderful.
Wonderful.
Oh, wait, hold on, Cinnamon. We got something sliding in here. This is from Tropic Tom.
Have Pulse make the bet for the fighter. Pulse will never tell.
Thank you, Tropic. All right, Cinnamon. It's your time
How
to
you
shine.
doing?
What's going on, buddy?
Okay, I got 6 things, all right? They're quick, don't worry. But first of all, before we get to the 4 things, there's 2 things. There's 2 big elephants in the room, all right?
Okay.
So we'll address those. Number 1, the Zach Pauga pick, right?
Okay.
Because I made you guys pick that.
How dare
Don't worry,
you.
it wasn't just me.
It was a dive.
It was also on Ann, and everyone knew. It was weird because everyone knew that he'd win, but he didn't. Because like you saw Usman striking, he shouldn't have won that fight.
Well, it
He
was a
just got
dive.
lucky,
I mean,
right?
we got to the bottom of it. It was clearly a dive.
Yeah, and I heard on an interview, Usman said when he was getting interviewed by somebody, he said that he asked his coach, like, how should I throw my punch? And his coach said, you don't need any technique, you just need to hit it, so just swing.
Is that what he
I thought
said?
that was the worst. Yeah, I thought that was the worst advice you could give anyone.
Well, you know what? When you know your fighter doesn't have the best technique but has a lot of power, it might be great advice. And it worked, right?
Yeah,
so,
it did work.
And at heavyweight, right? You just hope something lands. Look at Ngannou. Like when he's rolled through some of his opponents. What was it? Rosenstrike? Was that the one where he blitzed forward and it was like there was no technique? It was just literally like just watching like wood going to a wood chipper. It was crazy, man. So I mean a heavyweight.
Heavyweight is the best weight to throw without technique, really.
Yeah, get all that power, let it fly, right?
Yeah. And then the second thing, I remember you told me that I was spreading misinformation about Adesanya's win streak.
Okay.
But I can prove to you that I wasn't wrong. Okay. So when I said he had a win streak in MMA, he did actually have a win streak in MMA. But when you looked, since he did kickboxing and MMA at the same time, he lost in kickboxing while he was doing MMA. But for MMA, he did have a 12 TKO streak.
In MMA exclusively,
In
right?
MMA,
Okay.
yeah. I can show you the screenshot if you want. But
I
yeah,
believe you. I
in
don't remember the
MMA, not in
conversation,
kickboxing,
but
though.
okay.
He did get flatline there.
Okay. Thank you
Thirdly,
for clearing that up.
You're welcome. I have a question. Or no, we already talked about Jamahal Hill's next opponent, but who do you think is the most dangerous for him?
Dangerous for Jamahal?
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn. That's tough. Okay. I think Yuri's a good matchup. I think Jamahal actually matches up well against Yuri. Glover.
You think he would?
Oh shit. Jamal's takedown defense got pretty good. I still feel Glover would be more of a problem for Jamahal. I think Ankalaev is a big problem. You know what? I'm going to say Glover.
Yeah. Do you think he'd beat Jiri if they fought right now?
I'm not saying it's a guaranteed lock he beats Jiri, but I think it's a more favorable matchup for Jamahal, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. But Yuri's a problem too. Yeah, I'm not saying Jamahal beats Yuri, but he's a problem.
Yeah. Who do you think Jeff Neal should get in next as well?
Oh, fuck, Jeff Neal. Hold on a second. I didn't even... come on, man. You're making me think. How dare you?
That's what I do. That's what my teachers told me.
That's a
I
good
always
job.
make them think about things. I ask a lot of questions.
What's next for Jeff? Okay, let's take a look at the welterweights.
A lot of people are saying Covington, but I think Covington would wreck him, so I don't think that'd be wise.
You know what, though? Colby would take that fight in a second. And
yeah, he probably would.
That kind of makes sense. Jeff
What about Shavkat Rakhmonov?
Oh, fuck. You want him to die. You want him to die. You want Jeff... So Jeff is 13. He just beat Luque at 6. Wow, that's a massive jump. Damn.
Do you think he should fight someone below him? Or
yeah, I still think, even though he's making him... I mean, you got Sean Brady that he's jumping, Shavkat that he's jumping if he takes that. Yeah, he's got to fight. He's got to fight someone in that mix. Shavkat might be the guy. He might be.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know though. That'd be interesting though.
You know what though? Because Jeff Neal versus Jorge Masvidal would be fire. I don't think Masvidal will take that fight.
Fun.
But
that would be fun. Yeah.
Stephen Thompson, did he wind up getting a dance partner?
Maybe. That'd be interesting. Did he fight Stephen Thompson yet?
I don't remember. I know Luque did. I don't think Neal did. Do you remember, Jess? I don't fucking remember. Hold on, let me look. Let me refresh my memory. Geoff Neal. I don't think he did. I don't think Jeff Neal did, but
yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, also, I saw on another interview this dude was talking about how how Brian Battle got that knockout with the right hand and then the same right side with the right kick.
Yes.
And then knocked him out because the opponent didn't see that. I saw an interview where a dude said that combo would be perfect for UFC because people don't really see those strikes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the day before I watched the fight. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Because it clearly worked. So
yeah. He's good. The kid's good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's next. By the way, with going back to the Jeff Neal thing, he did fight Bilal and beat Bilal. So you might have to run that back.
Was it a knockout or what? I can't remember.
Hold on a second.
I think it was a unanimous decision.
Yeah, I think I saw a decision there. I completely forgot about that. Damn, there's so many fights that happen. You start forgetting everything. I become a casual after a while. This is nuts.
Yeah.
Thank God for Tapology. So Jeff, he fought Bilal, and I'm pretty sure it was a decision. But let's see. Yeah, Bilal. Unanimous decision. So Bilal could be going on a revenge tour. You know, he had the Luque revenge. Bilal's like Kill Bill. Like he's like Uma Thurman. He's going out there on revenge. That would be fun.
Yeah,
I would do that.
That would be fun. I'd still go for Neal though. I think if he keeps it on the feet, he'd get the job done. Definitely.
There's a lot of fights you could make for Jeff. There's many options at welterweight. So I don't think there's really one right answer. You could throw 3 out there, 4 out there, and they would all work. So
yeah.
Okay, what else you got?
I got one more thing. I don't know if you talked about this yet. I can't remember, but did you talk about I think personally that Terrance McKinney would I think he would finish Paddy the Baddy on the feet because Paddy gets hit a lot.
Yeah, I would pick McKinney, like a solid McKinney pick. I think it's an incredible fight. I just don't think the UFC is going to put together right yet. Who do you think would win, Jess? McKinney or Pimblett?
I'm gonna go Pimblett.
Ooh, Jesse goes to Paddy the Baddy.
Oh, by the way, Terrance also called out Jim Miller and Bobby Green in his post-fight interview. I think that'd be fun, him versus Bobby Green.
Bobby Green would be good.
That'd be fun.
That would be good, yeah. That would be a nice step up. Sure. Yeah, I'd be down with that.
That's all I got, though. So
I tell you what, I would say I would even throw our buddy Jordan Levitt back in the mix. Put Levitt versus McKinney. Make that fight happen.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're still unranked here, right? So let's see what we got going on here. If you can't get Paddy,
it doesn't really
Jordan.
matter who you fight when you're unranked. You can fight anybody you want, really.
Jordan would choke him the fuck out, Jess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. McKinney's got good wrestling.
I don't think they let Paddy fight McKinney anyways because they're trying to be really strategical on who he fights because he's basically the new cash cow since Conor McGregor's basically retired now that he's hinting. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That's all
it?
I got. Though.
Thank you. All right, Cinnamon. Be
Yeah.
good. All right.
God bless. See ya.
God bless you too. I didn't sneeze though. Thank you. That's Cinnamon calling in. Look at that. Coming prepared. We got a lot of people over here. All right, let's try to rattle through. Let's try to get everyone here. Oh, look at this. Look at this guy over here. PC Strickland is on the line. PC Strickland, is that you?
Yo, what's going on, Moss?
Hey, how you doing, bud?
Good. How about yourself?
We're wonderful over here.
Moss, I love you guys, by the way.
Love you too. Is that a picture of you and Stephen A. Smith in your avatar?
Yeah, I met him at UFC 268. He was walking by me, and I had to get a pic, so.
I don't blame you. How was he in person? Is he cool?
Real cool guy. I was surprised. No one else was asking him for a picture, though, so I don't think he's liked by the MMA community too much.
No one wanted a picture with him, huh? Oh, it's funny, man.
No, not at all.
Yeah, he's not the most liked person, for sure, but he's got some opinion, that's for sure. So, all right, so what's going on, man? It's good talking to you. How's it going?
It's going good, man. I mean, I'm just coming off that Sean Strickland loss. I mean, heartbroken still. And we're talking about dives. I still think that was a dive. So, I mean, it's heartbreaking.
Wait, you're saying that Sean Strickland dove in the Pereira fight?
Yeah, what I'm saying is he took a dive for Brazilian fighters. Like, Brazilian fighters were getting disrespected for a long time. And I think he did it just out of pure respect. He's a good guy, and I think that it's overshadowed by what he says. So I think that's what he did.
You know what? Now that you say that, I didn't think of that because I was blinded by him getting knocked out. I was so distracted by the moment. But now that I'm peeling back the layers, and now that we have a clear dive with the Usman fight, it's not impossible, right, Jess? That Sean Strickland took a dive?
Not impossible.
Okay, there we go. With 2 dives, one night. Look at that. Okay, what do you say in the chat? PC Strickland says Sean Strickland took a dive. Okay, fair. I could go with that.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I mean, it crushed me. I mean, and it was really heartbreaking to see Sean Strickland's mom, who gave me a follow recently. I think she was just as heartbroken to see all the memes on Twitter going viral of Sean Strickland. And I mean, like, just to promote Sean Strickland, I think he's a great person behind the scenes. And, like, it's really hidden by what he says on Twitter and stuff. So I'm sorry I have to represent him, but I'm trying to do him good.
So to the people in the chat that aren't familiar with this is PC Strickland. He is actually the official spokesperson for Sean. He translates everything he says so you can understand exactly and clearly what is coming out of his mouth and what's going through his mind. And I have a picture up of Sean's dive over here, and I could see it. I'm like looking at it over here. That wasn't like really on the chin, Jess. Right?
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So now you said his mom followed you. That's very nice. How is his mom? What's his mom like?
I didn't reach out to his mom. I saw the follow by a lady. I'm not going to give out her name. I'm sure you guys can find out. But I mean, I saw the lady's picture, and I was like, I need to do some research. So I typed in the name on Instagram, and I saw some quality family photos with Sean, and I was like, this is awesome. So it was some cool stuff.
Is that really true? Are you telling the truth here? Or
yeah, no, 100%, absolutely.
Really? Wow, Sean Strickland's mom. That's great. That's big stuff. You made it.
Yeah, it's love in the family.
Very
I'm
nice.
trying to keep it in the family.
You're gonna be going to the barbecues next, and
Yeah, I don't know how crazy those Strickland family barbecues can get, but I can only imagine.
I can imagine too. All right, and what made you start this account, the Strickland PC Strickland account?
I honestly wanted to. I've been thinking about doing stand-up comedy for a long time, and I've really been wanting to get into like MMA journalism, writing, and I just was bullshitting one day and decided to do like a mock-up PR style tweet for Sean Strickland, and since then he retweeted everyone until his account got banned. So it was going strong, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here.
I tell you, man, if he finds his way, well, he's on Instagram. Do you have an Instagram account too?
I just started one. So I'm trying to get that going, but that's the next step.
Okay. Yeah, PC Strickland Instagram account would be needed because he has moved the party over there, and it seems like he's having a good time on Instagram. So Look at that. I mean, yeah, Chris Curtis was talking nicely about you, so you're in the circle with the Strickland training partners and his family. This is a big deal.
Yeah, and I just want to say again, I really appreciate you guys for showing love. So
Okay.
I want to show love back, and I'll keep doing so. So I'll
Thank you.
cut it off here, but thank you guys again. You guys are literally the best.
All right, thank you. Be good. There he is. Strickland PC Strickland, excuse me. Not his burner. PC Strickland. Go follow PC Strickland on Twitter. I'll show his account right here. Nice guy. PC Strickland. What do you think about this? Mom, Jess.
Love it.
Here's his account so you can give him a follow. On Twitter? Look at that. PC Strickland. Yeah, his account's hilarious, by the way. Every time Strickland would tweet something, he would clean it up for him. It was pretty funny. All right, let's see what else we got over here. The fucking I gotta call this person. The Cuban Hulk was calling in. We might have lost him, but Cuban Hulk, we're calling you back right now. Please, we'd love to talk to the Cuban Hulk. All right, going once, going twice. Okay. Let's try this one over here. I'm going to try to rattle through everyone. This one here is Will G27. Will G27, you there?
Hello?
Will, how's it going, buddy?
Good, Moss. How are you?
Hey, I'm wonderful.
Wonderful.
So is Jesse, right? Yes, Jesse's in a fog. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. I just wanted to check in about the latest card. Pretty crazy.
Okay, yeah, talk to me. UFC Vegas 59, what are your thoughts? Post-card.
Well, I had about, 8 people over, and some of them had never watched MMA before, and they're like, well, does this ever happen where, every fight ends in a knockout or submission? I'm like, no. I've literally never seen this.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a good argument for this card. If you're going to introduce someone to the sport right away, and you want to trim all the fat, make them watch UFC Vegas 59, right? Because it gets right to the point. If people have a low attention span, this is the card to make them watch, because there was a finish every single fight. So were they going crazy as the card progressed?
Yeah, some of them were new to it, so they're like, oh my god, this is pretty violent. But I'm like, you'll get over it real quick. And they did.
Look at that. So how long have you been watching the sport for?
About 2 years now. I got into it during COVID.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I tell you what, the COVID situation was massive for the UFC. They looked like rock stars putting on events while everything else was shut down. They were showcasing, and they had great events going on. So, I mean, if you just jumped in then, you literally got in at a mega time in the UFC. There were so many good fights that happened during COVID.
Yeah, it was crazy because, I remember I was watching a podcast with Dana. I forget where it was, but he was like, everyone was telling him not to do this. Everyone was telling him they lose money. Everyone was telling him they go bankrupt. But he found a way to do it, which is really admirable.
Now, Colostrum in the chat says, you sound like you got COVID. Did you ever get COVID before?
I did, actually, a month ago.
Oh, see, they knew. They heard it in your voice. And you survived. You lived, right?
I lived.
Okay, good.
I lived.
Very good. So how long have you been hanging on this channel?
I've been kind of ghost following for a while.
Okay.
I don't really like to comment or call in usually, but I was like, hey, why not tonight?
Why not? Oh, it's good to hear from you. And you had the balls. I mean, a lot of people don't have the balls to call in, so you stand out right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I wanted to talk real quick about this Usman hate.
Okay.
Not really hate, just kind of people are laughing at him for the striking.
Okay.
Honestly, a lot of low-level heavyweights are like that. If you watch, well, obviously you watch, but honestly, man, if he cleans it up a little bit, he could be a real problem.
So yeah, like you said, at heavyweight, I mean, the power is the most important thing in the world. If you have the kiss of death in your hands, if you have the bombs that put people to sleep, well, you're a problem. And with Mohammed Usman, he's got heart and he's got power. And in heavyweight, you can kind of get away with that for a little while. You look at Ngannou, he had limited time as an MMA fighter, and he surged up to be a champ very, very quick. So anything is possible. Nothing's impossible when you're a heavyweight, for sure.
Oh, definitely. And I just think that, like, in general, with the heavyweights, it's like a lot of them are brawlers, especially at the lower level.
Mm-hmm.
So if he, like, I don't know, just touches up his striking a little bit. I mean, Kamaru was able to touch up his striking a little bit. He was wild when he first came in.
Yeah, Kamaru Usman, he is like from the Ultimate Fighter. Well, he won the Ultimate Fighter, but from then moving up, massive difference. His striking has gotten significantly better, but still not the best striker out there. But he's tightened it up nice enough where he's a problem in every aspect. And with Mohammed Usman, he's an athlete. The guy, he's made it in the UFC. He's got the right people around him, so you never know. Now, do I see champion? No. I'm sorry. I don't.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I don't see that, but I'm interested. I'm definitely interested.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get a lot of draw when he fights next.
Mm-hmm. He's got the name. He's got power.
Mm-hmm.
So the sky's the limit. I mean, he can only go up.
Yeah, man. And I'm just... Another thing, Sam Alvey, bro. Oh, my Lord.
So you came into the sport.
Friggin', did you hear that he's getting his jaw wired shut?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna reach out for an interview, and then I was like, you know what? Let him just do his thing.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a shame because when he was in the Ultimate Fighter, he was so much fun. And he got in the UFC, and then he got let go, and then all of a sudden he was like winning, and then he got back in the UFC, and he rattled off some wins. Sam Alvey was an exciting fighter. Like, he was always a fiery, feisty, exciting guy. He always had a smile on his face, hence the name. But it was always fun to watch a Sam fight. Saturday was not fun. Saturday was miserable to watch. If you're a Sam Alvey fan, just don't watch Saturday night because that was depressing.
Yeah, he was just a big dog, and like everyone knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Even though and part of me was like, do I throw a little on him just so I can be like, get him when he's like losing and no one expects it? But then I was like, nah.
Yeah, we put free money on there. So we got like free play money on our my bookie. So like, let's throw that. I couldn't throw my hard-earned money on Sam in that fight. No way.
No, definitely not, man.
Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't his night, unfortunately, but nice guy nonetheless.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Very nice guy.
All right. Well, Will, hey man, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, but we must move on to another call.
You as well.
All right. Have a great night. All right.
You as well.
Okay. True professional with that call. Look at that. Very professional. Kind of cool, man. People watching this sport, there are people from day one in the UFC, and then you got Will, only 2 years in the game. That's the greatest part about this audience over here. By the way, Jesse went to get the chicken. Chicken's ready. The audience is filled with hardcore casual fans. It's a great melting pot of MMA fans. So if you're new to it, subscribe to the channel. It's a home for everybody. Let's see what else we got over here on the calls. We are going to try to get to every single person on this list. Just rattling through. What do we got here? This is Comic Unicorn. Comic Unicorn, how you doing?
Yes, sir. Mystic Moz, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Wonderful.
What'd you think about the fights Saturday night?
I enjoyed it. I really did. And it was also very unexpected. Out of all the cards that I've seen, I wouldn't have expected this one to be historic in that, we had all finishes on the card. And that was the first time since 2014, they said.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty crazy. Not gonna lie.
All finishes. Two brothers winning the Ultimate Fighter. The first female Von Flue choke. Yeah, there definitely history on this card.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of Usman, speaking of the Ultimate Fighter fights, I am ashamed to say that I got both of my Ultimate Fighter predictions incorrect, which is sad because I sat through the entire show. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to add, I wanted to confirm what Ann was saying about Mohammed. Mohammed didn't look overly impressive on the show. He was a bit of a wild striker. Both of his fights went to a decision. They were pretty competitive fights.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it wasn't a robbery. I wouldn't say they were robberies, but they were pretty competitive fights. And then Zach was the one who, in comparison, I mean, he looked really impressive. He even got a knockout finish, turned himself the finale, and then Usman just fucking flatlines him.
It's crazy, huh?
It's crazy.
You know, I think about like I think about Ultimate Fighter. I think about like Uriah Hall versus Kelvin Gastelum, and Uriah was the guy that was going to win the Ultimate Fighter. Like he was scary in the Ultimate Fighter, and Kelvin Gastelum was like the chubby Mexican guy that was good, but it was very young, and he wound up beating Uriah Hall and becoming the Ultimate Fighter. You know, I guess in that tough house, even if you look spectacular, that does not give you a lock to actually win the whole thing. And I guess Mohammed Usman just got the right punch in at the right time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a great comparison. You know, I didn't watch that season of Tough. I didn't really start watching it until around, funny enough, I didn't start really getting into it until the Kamaru Usman season. But, yeah, that's a great comparison because I remember there was so much hype with Uriah Hall, how he's going to be the next Anderson Silva. And even Chael was saying, hey, Uriah, you're a contender. And then Kelvin Gastelum, man, I mean, such an underrated fighter. But yeah, that's a great comparison.
Yeah, Uriah was my guy, and I was so wrong about that guy. I was so freaking wrong, man. I don't know what happened. It's a shame what happened to Uriah Hall, but it is what it is. That's the game.
It is what it is, right? I mean, if it makes you feel better, the worst one that I ever had, I thought that Sage Northcutt was going to be a future champion.
When he was doing his Sonic the Hedgehog celebrations after his fights and flipping and shit like that, like it seemed like he was a prospect. I couldn't really get on board saying he's going to be a champion. I thought he was going to be a little bit of a problem, but the UFC said, nope, get out of here. And they probably made the right move because what happened to Sage? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And but I mean, as a fan, I mean, it was a good learning experience. Not to overly assume that these prospects are going to be future champions. But anyways, I don't want to get on that too much. I had some mixed emotions about this card. On one hand, I was very happy to see Terrance McKinney bounce back. Very happy to see Jamahal Hill get the TKO win against Santos. It's been a while since Santos has been TKO'd. But on the other hand, seeing Luque get his chin cracked, that was sad. I'm a big fan of Luque.
Yeah, it's a rough one. I think it's opened my eyes though. It's opened my eyes. Like I've questioned him from the Mike Perry fight, and now I'm saying to myself, he's good, he's fun, but he's not a champion. He's just not. He's going to be one of those guys that has amazing fights, always a fun one to tune into, but he's going to be one of those guys just sitting up at top, being a guy stepping stone.
Yeah, it seems so. I was hoping to see him fight Usman because they have a history. They were both on the Ultimate Fighter season together. But, just all those wars that he's been through, like with Nico Price and the Brian Barberina fights,
Yeah.
Sad. But, again, I just wanted to say props to Usman Muhammad for proving me wrong. Props to Juliana as well for proving me wrong. But pretty good card. Pretty good card, historic card, and I'm really looking forward to this main event. I think I talked about it with you, and I just wanted to ask, are you still rolling with the Dominator?
I think I am, and I'm probably making a massive mistake. I need to watch the face-off to really lock it in, but I'm a little biased on this one. I am. I still think Dominic Cruz is a legitimate guy at bantamweight, and I think Cheeto is going to have his hands full. I feel like Dominic could get a decision in this fight at this moment, but who knows? If I watch that face-off, I could see something completely different. Jesse's got Cheeto, though, right? You're picking Cheeto?
Yeah, I'll pick Cheeto.
Yeah, Jesse's got the Cheeto. She's going with Cheetos.
Well, I'm going with Cheeto. Well, I'm going to go with Cheeto, too, but I got to say, it feels so weird to pick against Dominic Cruz.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've known about Cruz forever, and I consider him to be the greatest bantamweight of all time. And also, he's undefeated in non-title fights. He's never lost a non-title fight in his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, man, I feel like lately, that unique style that he's had, it worked for him for a long time. But lately, it seems like some of the fighters have caught up to him just a little bit. I feel like Cheeto's I feel like Cheeto's got a pretty good style to stifle Cruz because, man, he's a heavy kicker. Not just low kicks, but also high kicks. And I feel like that's something that's going to give Cruz problems when he's trying to, trying to move away, trying to move laterally. That's what I think. I really want Cruz to win, though, because like you mentioned before, Aldo versus Cruz, assuming, whether it's a title fight or non-title fight, that's a big legacy fight. I'm sorry, Jesse, I disagree. I would love to see Aldo versus Cruz.
Jess?
I fucking hate that fight so much. And I hate you for saying that.
All right.
And I love you, Juan. So how dare you betray me?
Yeah, she hates you.
God.
That's it. You're on our hit list. All right, listen, Comic Unicorn, we got to let you go because we do have some calls and only 5 minutes left. So we appreciate you to call, okay? Get out of here.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. Let's do rapid round here. We only got 5 minutes left. All right, Kevin from Chi-Town. What's going on?
Smoking dick.
Oh, nice.
Why don't you smoke my dick, you bitch ass hater? Fuck that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. He waited that whole time, and that's what he comes in with. the whole time, he finally had his chance. Mr. Savage, you got a couple of seconds here. What's going on, Damn Savage?
Yo.
What's up, Damn Savage? How you doing?
Not much. So, pretty decent card this week. What was I guess? Oh yeah, that fucking Juliana Miller chick. I don't know what it is about her, but she kind of terrifies me. What about you?
Yeah, she does look crazy, right? She does. There's some psychotic look in her eyes.
I find out what she tried to fucking actually kill someone. That's how she got her name.
Did she really?
Some shit like that. She was telling the fucking story on the post-fight press conference. I don't know if she's kidding or what. But she told her coach like she attempted to murder someone. That's how she got the killer fucking nickname.
Oh boy, this girl is nuts.
Yeah.
We
She does look like a loony.
We got to get her on. We have to. I slipped into her DMs and the other girl that had the Von Flu. So one of them, we got to get one of these girls on. But this one here, someone came in and said we need to get this girl on. So yeah, she probably could be a good interview.
Yeah, for this fucking audience.
It would be fucking psychotic. Yeah, we need to get her in there. Hopefully our handlers don't block the interview. We shall see. Anything else you got?
Yeah, real quick, the Ager fucking, I mean, if she really didn't tap, why'd she come up like that? Why didn't she just haul off and start beating the girl's ass?
So you said you were the one that said that she's actually going to dispute this? So that's really happening?
Yeah, that's all that was.
Oh my
MMA
God.
Digest, I think.
Jesus Christ.
He's reporting on that.
So silly.
And
So
it's
silly.
when she's coming up, she's trying to think oh, the ref's not fucking saying nothing. He's confused too. Maybe I can play this off.
Mm.
That's what I'm thinking. She really did tap.
Yeah, that's kind of nonsense. That's a little bit of nonsense over there with Stephanie. But you know what? Hey, if she could win and they overturn it, then I guess she did the right thing. I guess she did.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I don't think you're gonna hear from McKinney anytime soon. Did you hear him on Ariel? He was in the hospital waiting for his girl to give birth.
Yeah, I was bummed. I made a play to get him on, and yeah, this dude's wild, man. He's saying he wants to go on a date with someone. Meanwhile, he's in the fucking waiting room with his wife. Not his wife, his baby mama, about to give birth, and I was like, what's going? I got to give Ariel credit because it's Ariel, ask it, and he did. Ariel went in there and he went with that fucking. He rubbed his nose into the situation, and he brought up what's her face on Twitter saying that she would date him if he beat Paddy Pimblett. You saw that?
Yeah, Ariel's got to stir the pot.
I was like, you know what, Ariel? Hey, just move for a second. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. I'll give him a round of applause for that. Because I would have asked the same damn thing. I would have done the same thing. So Ariel did good on that one. It's Diana Belbita who actually pulled the offer off the table after the interview.
Because he probably walked in there with his girl in the fucking bed, who's this fucking bitch?
I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, so Terrance Mckinney having a little fun and having a baby. So congratulations to Terrance. T-Rec.
Yeah. All right. And lastly, how can you fucking hate Aldo and Cruz, Jess? I mean, arguably, like, Cruz is the best bantamweight and Aldo's the best
Damn
featherweight.
Savage. Now I hate you too. Come on, man. What are we
No, you
doing
don't.
here? No, I don't. But still, why are we doing this? Why are we even having this conversation? It's a horrible, horrible. Nobody wants to see Dominic Cruz fight. Nobody.
Against Jose Aldo?
Nobody wants to see Dominic Cruz fight. Name one person who genuinely gets excited about Dominic Cruz fighting again.
Me.
Not because of his opponent, but because of Dominic Cruz.
I think he's a prick. Don't get me wrong.
You're full
but
of
I like
fucking
watching
shit.
him do the dance.
You
I
are
like
so full of shit.
I like the dance.
Oh, God. I've never met someone more full of shit than you. Oh, my God.
No,
it's
come on. I mean, he may be an asshole on the mic and shit, but when he gets in there, it's fun to see him like keep coming back and still putting on good performances. I mean, he's not like fucking declining like so many others that have been around.
I'm telling
for
you,
as long as he
Savage.
has.
I am telling you right now, when
was
that fight happens, I will not be here. I will be miraculously missing with the child, doing something babysitting-wise. I will not be present for that Dominic Cruz fight. I could give two fucking
You gotta call
shits.
that one.
Oh,
You're in the
God.
minority.
I would off myself, dude. Like,
So many
I
worse
want
fights,
nothing
then.
to do with that fight.
I don't
nothing.
understand. So you don't like to watch his footwork and how
Oh
he
my
moves the head
God,
around?
I can't stand him.
You don't like this?
I cannot.
Okay,
I
you
don't
gotta
want to watch
put that
anything.
for Hookah Friday punishment. Jesse loses. You gotta call that fight.
Dude, no way. I would never agree to that. I couldn't. I'm sorry. Like I don't know what is I don't know why people are so high on fucking Dominic Cruz of all people on the roster.
Well, in fairness,
like Dominic Cruz?
Yeah, but you didn't watch. You didn't watch when he was like the champ. And
I did. I rewatched all of Dominic Cruz's career. I am not interested. I have zero interest in Dominic Cruz. I could
understand
what is the draw?
if you don't like
What
him on
is
the
it?
mic because yes, he's kind of a prick.
No,
He's like a pompous
everything
asshole.
about him.
But I met
Everything.
him, nice guy.
Oh
The
yeah, was he
Cejudo-
nice? You pissing next to him? He was
Yeah,
so
we
nice.
pissed together. We took a picture together.
Listen,
it was a bonding experience.
You didn't. You fucking
Look at
pissed
his
next
resume.
to him. Relax.
I mean, look
Dominic
at the
Cruz
resume.
is not the guy. I'm sorry, guys. He's not the guy. He's not the guy.
Okay.
Forget it. Forget
Maybe
about
Vera
it.
will be his fucking ass, and you won't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
He'll retire him.
Yeah. Hopefully.
You don't like HELWANI either, right?
I don't mind HELWANI. I can watch HELWANI. Like
so you
I
don't
can
like him.
sit through a HELWANI fight. I can get excited for a HELWANI fight. I cannot get excited for a Dominic Cruz fight.
Okay. Dominic Cruz or Islam Makhachev?
Islam Makhachev.
You had to think about it though.
No.
Okay.
Islam Makhachev.
Dominic Cruz or Caitlin Chukagian?
Dominic Cruz.
There's no way you're picking Caitlin.
Nobody's picking Caitlin Moss.
Dominic Cruz or the entire women's MMA roster?
I would choose the women's. There's some people on the women's MMA roster I can watch.
Give me one girl that you want to watch over Dominic. Would you watch
Nunez.
Amanda Nunes? She's not.
I
Well,
could
technically,
watch her.
according
Shevchenko, I could watch.
to Joe Rogan, she's not a woman. So
Jessie Jess, I could watch.
Jessie
Mackenzie
Jess.
Dern,
Wait, hold
I
on a
can
second.
watch.
Hold on. Jessica Rose Clark. You'd rather watch Jessica Rose Clark over Dominic Cruz?
Yes, because she's hot.
She's a can.
But she's hot, so I
Oh
can
my
watch
God.
her. Yes, Mackenzie Dern, I can watch.
All right, we got to stop this. Look what you started. All right, damn Savage.
Joanna, but she's retired now, right?
We got to let him go because we got like a couple other calls here. So I want to just touch in quickly and get out.
All right, Bruno Silva's my lock of the night for Saturday.
Bruno
Last
Silva.
time.
Thank you. Okay, there he is. Damn Savage calling in. Bruno Silva. All right, so what I got here, let's make this very quick. We're gonna go over 2 joints. You got a quick word for the crowd? Now's the time to drop it. Going once. Going twice. You're out. Here we go. Sober. We haven't heard from Sober. Sober Carl, you got a quick second to speak your mind. What's going on, Sober Carl? I see a flashing.
Because you're calling him. He hung up.
Oh, he hung up? Okay. Going once.
There he is.
Sober Carl? Going twice.
He's probably trying to get his mic to work.
All
Wait,
right.
you didn't give him a chance. Come on, let him get his mic to work, for fuck's sake.
Sober Carl, you there, buddy? It's not working, Jess. I try. He's just not. He's there. His icon's there.
Yeah,
and he just vanished.
Aw,
yeah, he vanished.
Shootsies.
All right, here we go. I'll give him one more chance here. All right, Kevin, we're going to give you one more chance. You there?
Oh, there's Carl.
What's going on with everybody?
Put Kevin. Put Carl on.
All right, Kevin, you're out. Sober Carl, you there?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes. Okay, Sober Carl.
Ow!
We're going to end the show with you, buddy. What's going on?
Since there's not much time. I guess the time's expired, but let's see, what did I want to talk about? I guess the fucking Dominic versus Berta fight. I think back in the day, the WEC, when it was Dominic Cruz versus the whole team of Alpha Male, when they were throwing all the best fighters, and then Raya had to fight him a couple times. You know, I had some respect for him. You know, I was like, he's taking on the whole team Alpha Male.
I just gotta say something really quick, Sober Carl. Hold that thought. You actually do sound sober tonight. Like you sound. This is the most normal I've ever heard you sound on the phone. This doesn't even sound like you.
Man. Oh really?
Yeah.
This year's been really good, man.
You sound great.
Thanks, Moss. I appreciate that, dude. I really do.
Oh wow, this is unbelievable. All right, get back to your thought. I'm sorry. I just want to compliment you.
But yeah, like with his striking and just his fight IQ, and I mean, he was one of my favorite fighters at bantamweight. You know, I always looked up to him, and I was actually fighting when he was fighting, so he was kind of one of my role models, you know. But as time kind of progressed, the more he was kind of acting like he just kind of knew everything. He was just kind of being more of a philosopher of like the MMA game, and kind of knowing like not everything about himself, but everything about other people. And I'm like, can't really speak for other people and knowing what they're thinking or what they're gonna do. But anyways, I still like him, and I still think this is gonna be one hell of a fight. But I really think he's gonna lose, and I think he's gonna lose pretty bad. I mean, I think it might go a couple rounds. It's a 5-round fight, right? I watched a few interviews
main event.
today.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go maybe. I think maybe the 3rd round he's gonna get finished pretty badly. And I just like the way that Verta is. The way he's handling the spotlight of being like being famous. Like I like the way he's handling it. Like most fighters, they don't handle the spotlight. They take it in, you know, and they let the pride get to them, and it kind of it backfires on him. And I like the way he's handling it, and the way he talks about it, and the way he puts everyone else first, you know, except the people in his weight class, except the, like Dominic Cruz, except him, you know. He's not gonna fucking shake his hand, you know. He's not gonna fucking call him Mr. Dominic, you know. He's gonna fucking go out there and try to take his fucking head off. And I think he wants it more, and I think I think he's gonna fucking finish him in a pretty fantastic finish. So that's all I that's really all I gotta say. So,
okay, thank you very much.
Tito for the win, 3rd round. TKO or maybe knockout, I don't know. But definitely a finish.
All right, you heard it from the sober Carl, man.
To you, man.
Yeah, good talking to you. Glad you're back in action over here. Good to hear your voice. All right.
Yeah, and shout out to all the MMA-Holes. Respect to all you guys. Definitely respect to all the people who really know me. You guys know who you are. And hell yeah, MMA-Holes taking over the motherfucking world.
Thank you. Sober Carl. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Fired up. He knows what's up. Sounded good. Sober sounded good. He actually sounded sober. If you just jumping in, we did say that we will check the emails tomorrow for that position. Just, we're trying to collab on our Instagram, get that thing pumping over there. So if you have experience with social media stuff, in particular Instagram, if you know how to clip things and stuff like that, we're looking to grow our IG. Email us the MMA-Holes info@gmail.com. We got a bunch of emails already that we're going to go through and set up some calls with. So that's a thing. And I want to thank everyone for calling in tonight. I want to thank everyone that hit the fucking like button, and thank everyone for extending the show. Everyone that jumped in and extended that show. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful. We got, speaking of extension, we got Tropic Tom coming in.
The entire gay community gets excited about dom fights.
So I guess Tropic Tom is agreeing with Jesse. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I think this is a good fight. Jesse, not so much. He's not a big Dominic Cruz fan. Dom does have a lot of decisions on his record. So I mean, maybe people don't like the flashy dances and stuff like that. Like I said, I met Dominic. He's actually a really nice guy. But I understand why people are turned off when he is like, he kind of shit on DC, and he's a little too forceful with his words in certain situations, kind of know-it-all way of speaking, and some people get turned off by that. To piggyback off of what Carl was saying with Marlon's been doing a really good job at marketing himself. I missed the food truck and I missed the ARIEL interview, but I did catch a clip of the food truck diaries, and he did have a situation where he was talking. Hold on, let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see. Did Shab put it on his Instagram? Why would he? No, he doesn't put that clip of his food truck thing on his Instagram, but he puts these dumbass clips of his stand-up comedy. Oh my God, what are we doing? Look at this. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. I don't even know. Like, this is like, oh my God, I don't understand what the hell's going on here. I feel like this is a product of COVID. I feel like COVID brought this on. Let's see. MMA Island, were they the ones that put it up? There was a Marlon Vera clip on Food Truck Diaries that was pretty funny. I don't know. Did they put it up? Let's see. I don't know where I saw it. Okay, I don't think it's here. All right, anyway. Well, I got to watch it all back because Marlon Vera is doing a really nice job. He's a very likable guy, and he's also fun to watch in the cage. The dude is always looking to take your head off. So how do you not like a guy like that? So this is a great fight. Big fight at bantamweight coming up. Main event, Vera versus Cruz going down. We'll be reacting to that card, and our buddy Devin Clark is fighting on it. So excited about that. Hopefully the curse is dead. Hopefully it's dead. But that's it. The show's done. Thank you again to everyone dropping by. And JBM, I know you were here for limited.
Chicken's ready, Moss.
The chicken is ready.
The chicken's ready.
Yes. With great news. Great success.
Thank you so much to our sponsors, Headrush, Sheath Underwear, MyBookie.ag, and Undisputed Belts, UFC and ESPN+. Promo code MMA-Holes, that's MMA-HOLES for all of your discounts and all of your favorite products. And thank you, Julian Lane, for coming on the show. We'll be live again Wednesday night, TGIW, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, and tomorrow for the Contender Series. As always, don't be an a-hole, be an MMA-hole.